Records gonna go. Conversation. Jae Tea and Lo. Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the records gonna go. Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
See, we got a special guest in the building. We're going to get to her in a minute. But for the time being, telephone number 404-500-1605. But while you're sitting here listening to us do our little small talk before we get into the nitty gritty, I need for you to make sure that you're hitting them buttons over there. You know, the button is one of them like a heart. Another one is a surprise. And I think another one is laughter. Either way, those emoticons, I need for you to hit them because they help our
algorithm
go straight up. And just like everybody else out there, bro, we need it. We the show that you can actually call and get to talk about what you want to talk about. Not Shannon Sharp. You can't call Shannon Sharp. You can call him, but I guarantee you he ain't going to talk about what you want to be talked about. So make sure that you go ahead and share this thing, man. Angelo.
Tell a friend, tag a friend. Tell a friend, tag a friend. Don't do it now, but do it.
Right now, you dig? Go and get that done, man. While we going through the small talk, go ahead and get that done. Make sure that they know to get on over to YouTube for those of you that think that we're still on Facebook. Make sure that they know that we are on YouTube Live. And also, we're going to, drop these things later so that they can actually come back and check it out at that time. Angelo.
Yes, sir.
How was your week, bro?
Good week, man. Had a good week. No complaints at all. We had a really good show Thursday night with Destiny up there at KOD. Friday night was kind of slow. Ambrose was there this weekend. Ambrose, Weight Ball. Saturday night was a really good show. Sunday we had some good activity over there at Tradition. So overall, good weekend, man. Nothing to complain about at all, man. But I want to do a real quick shout out. Hopefully he's tuned in. But today, June 9th, is my cousin, Dr. Jasper Lewis Jr. We call him JJ. But today,
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Doctor. It's crazy because they've been calling him Dr. J for years. You know what I mean? My grandfather used to call he tried to inspire all of us to be doctors. So, but he's been calling everybody, call him Dr. J for years. Now,
now he's a doctor.
But he's an official doctor. He's really Dr. J. I almost prophetic, right? Yeah, man.
Granddaddy put it out there.
Yeah, man. But happy birthday, JJ. Yeah, today is actual birthday, man. So it's real cool. Too funny.
Don't stop now. Go ahead. I mean,
how did Marilyn Monroe do it? Happy birthday, Dr. J. Happy birthday.
Not bad.
How about that?
So as you can see,
you got karaoke in your future.
In the building, we have comedian Sunshine. How you doing?
I'm good. Which camera?
Oh, yeah. She's been on the show many times before, but she told us she wanted to come back through, so here she is.
Yes, for Low birthday. Last time I was here was Low birthday last year.
How about that?
So, hey, I think it might be a tradition.
Yeah,
we like it.
Bringing in treats and stuff, man.
Yeah.
This
whole spread. Look at the spread, man.
Got little cups of wine up here. We got some nice little warmers over there. The big pans
greens,
with the
baked beans and macaroni and cheese. Veggie plate, no meat.
I'm cool with
I like it.
I'm all good with that. All good with
Y'all
that.
gonna love it.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, we really are. You had me going all against my diet, but I'll go against it.
it.
Yeah, you had me eating after 10, but it's cool. It's cool. It'll work.
Or take it and have it tomorrow.
Oh no, we're not doing that. I'm not going to be smelling all that good food walking out the door. No, it's good. I'm not training for a team or nothing. This is some self stuff. Yeah.
You'll be able to do it if you really rarely.
Yeah. I'll be just fine. I promise you, I'll be just fine. It ain't gonna hurt me that bad. But yeah, appreciate you. Coming through and everything.
Y'all having me.
Yeah,
Always a pleasure.
got our little wine spritzers and everything. We got the balloons and stuff. We're gonna we'll get there a little later on.
Yeah,
A little special presentation. You know how folks do. You know how we do.
Number one fan said, "Hola, sunshine, nice setup."
Hola. Thank you.
All right,
I hope
so,
y'all heard. I hope y'all heard me earlier. I saw y'all chimed in. I hope y'all heard me earlier. Give a shout out to Dr. J, Dr. Jasper Lewis. So I see some of the families checked in. But
some folks.
yeah, happy birthday,
actually
JJ.
Commented up there for sure.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
How was your week, Jay?
Oh man, our week was good, man. I actually went up and I moved to Kennesaw for the weekend. Went up to Kennesaw for a birthday party and decided to just go on up there and get a room. Went to the cigar cellar. Remember we went there for the flag football tournament? Yeah, went there for the game Friday night. Actually, it was actually pretty dope. They had a one-man band going. They had the game going. I've never really sat at a bar looking at a game of significance because drinks cost too much. I usually, at halftime, I'm usually out. So we was about to leave, and dude brought the ticket. And I looked at it. I said, "Hey, man, the Hennessy's is $10?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Wait, you military. You get a discount, too." I said, "Well, you know what? Go run that back, bro. We good until the end of the game." So, yeah, Cigar Cellar, shout out to him, man. It was dope. It was dope. Went to another one up there on Saturday. It was Saturday afternoon. It was pretty. It was like a real old school cigar lounge where you can actually talk to each other. You can hear each other talking. The music wasn't loud. The TV wasn't loud. It was just old school like that. So, I had a good time. Went to that spot, Patillo's, the Chicago. It's like, went to that.
Familiar with that?
Wasn't that impressed, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's new to Georgia. It's a Chicago thing. Wasn't too impressed, to be honest with you. I would say people try it, but
you wouldn't move, no?
Yeah, I'm not gonna run back. They had some pretty hot peppers that was pretty dope. But other than that, Chicago, you gotta give me something else. Hot dogs was good, but I mean, shit, it's a hot dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, put it in some water, put it on the pan.
Not in some water.
Yeah, put it in some water, put it on the pan, you're good.
Ain't nothing like a grill hot dog though. Man, I ain't had hot dog in a long time, man. But
that's what you gotta do them.
Somebody banged on the door, but they did some grill. I about to say Coach Nash. He said, "Watch out, he's from Chicago." You know that? Yeah. You walk right in front of the camera.
Right in front of the camera.
But
y'all gonna see Dwayne walk by in a minute.
But if you put a hot dog in the oven, it'll do the same thing as the grill.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
I do it. I freeze my hot dog, so I take it out the freezer, put it on the aluminum foil, put it in the oven. Turn out just like it was on the grill. Burn
Really?
and everything.
I never heard that.
I'm with that grill thing.
On that grill is serious.
Oh yeah. The air fry. I do the air fry too.
Yeah, but the hot dogs in the oven just like the grill.
Coach Nash had a thing for the girls' flag football team a couple weeks ago, and man, that dude had a big grill too. But I kept smelling the dogs on that grill every time he laid them things. I'm sitting at the table right beside him. I'm like, man. Yeah. I don't really eat hot dog like that no more, man. That don't worry me to death. I had to go and get one. It worried me to death, man.
When I put a hot dog on the grill, I treat it like a sausage. I'm putting onions and I'm dressing that thing up. You swear them down, I'm eating a Polish dog or something. But it ain't nothing but old Oscar Mayer wiener. Pause.
That's your top. The top one, your soda. I keep hearing that.
I know, I kept hearing it too.
Squeeze. What is it? I keep going there.
I keep hearing something.
Yeah, something. I'm like, go ahead.
Something in your pocket or something?
You got some good ears. Joe, my mama called. I had to call your mama.
You made to call your mom, make sure she okay.
Call your mama.
Yeah.
Call your mama.
Yeah.
Ain't that what
I have no idea. I just know I just kept hearing. I was like, man, what is that?
I don't fall and I can't get up.
Yeah.
Jae Tea, are you a Knicks fan? If so, you think that subhuman gave them bad juju? Talking about the orange man showing up last night. Yeah, he gave him bad juju.
Yeah, he gave him bad juju, man. He gave the whole city bad juju. I mean, these fans couldn't.
She got the right color.
Fans couldn't go and see, the game where they was having the watch parties outside. Matter of fact, that is one of the things we was gonna get into right here at the beginning. Trump at the NBA Finals.
Terrible.
The dude actually disrupted everything. Even the fans that was actually going to the game, that's paid the big money, had to get there 2 hours early because of security concerns and getting in and everything. The blocks was closed. I think it's like a 3-block radius around Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden, for those of you that don't know, is right in the middle of Manhattan. When you close down blocks around it, you have changed everything about that borough. Everything is changed. And they did that. Dude actually fell asleep. They had seen some pictures of him. He was asleep.
Oh, knocked out.
Knocked out up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do it at a press conference. Why not do it at a basketball game?
Yeah, I hate it for my man that actually did the national anthem, because whoever was running the cameras for ABC,
they did them.
Or the Madison Square Garden, that they actually put the camera on that dude, you couldn't even hear my man sing because it was booing so loud. I mean, he got through it. I give him major props because they booed him a couple of times while he was singing.
Every time they put the camera on it,
they
was loud.
They was booing. ABC decided not to do it after the first time. They didn't even do it anymore, but they kept doing it on the Jumbotron inside of Madison Square Garden.
And every time they showed him, the crowd booed.
Booed like a mug. He just standing there with a smug look on his face, saluting.
And when I tell you, my man was singing and you could not hear him. That's how loud they were booing.
But so they had to get the camera off of.
It sounded like the crowd tried to give him an applause as he was coming towards the end and kind of let him know it wasn't you. It wasn't you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So it was.
What president ever got booed?
He's the first sitting president to actually go to an NBA Finals game. I said, you know what? Somebody. Jay-Z or somebody should invite Obama to the game on Wednesday and see the applause that he'll
watch the difference, right?
One of them should invite him to the
Watch
game
the
because he actually wasn't invited by the NBA. He was actually invited by the owner of the Knicks because dude actually was an avid Knicks fan back in the day when he was down with hip hop. He used to be sitting on the floor or whatever. Whenever you made it in hip hop, you got you a spot at Trump Plaza. He was, so, Dolan and him was pretty good friends, so that's where the invite came from. The NBA couldn't say no, but I guarantee you they wish they didn't have to say yes. But you couldn't say no. How do you say no? You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was. And in regards to the NBA, man, you've seen this violence against the Spurs fans.
Terrible.
That was so bad.
Hey, man, they
got terrorized.
Hey, they actually before it got to New York, I saw another one where this was for Friday's game, where a Spurs fan got knocked out in New York. Knocked out. I mean, knocked out to where his arms was up. He was in a concussion. Knocked him out. Yeah, dude was talking, all of a sudden you saw a fist come. Bam! He went out. So last night.
The Knicks had one though.
At that time, yeah. And now last night, after the game was over, I mean, they were really screaming out Spurs jersey. And when they screamed that out, they took off after him.
Yep.
They had old Unc's brother. Dude looked like he had to be about 60-something years old, but Unc was like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get one of you. Unc was like, I'm gonna get one of you.
I saw that.
But the other dude, the white dude,
hit him on the head, slapped him on the head though.
It's stupid.
Yeah, the white dude, bro, they got him, and they got him down, and he got up. Somebody helped him up, and I think he thought that he was in the clear. He was like jogging, and then he stopped and started walking, and somebody kicked him in the back, and they got on him all over again. And of course, the internet doing what the internet does. They started saying that they was sharing the stories together. You remember the Spurs fan that fell off the back of a truck during the Oklahoma City? This kid that fell off, they were celebrating. He fell off a truck and he died. So they kind of spliced them together. So now people was thinking that this guy had died, the white guy that got beat up. And everybody was wearing it was only Tim Duncan jerseys that I saw, only 21. I didn't see. Let me change that. I did see a Wembanyama jersey, but that was a young guy. And he ended up taking his off, and then the fans started cheering, and they didn't fight him no more. It's crazy, man. It's just
Oh yeah, I saw the one person who they made take it off.
Yeah.
They was like, take it off. He was like, all right.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
y'all
another dude.
got
They were
it.
trying to snatch his off. It was a young kid. They was snatching. They was tearing it, and finally, and he squared up with one dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they finally they was like, somebody came to the side, was kind of like saying, man, listen, don't make it worse than it has to be. You know,
Take it off.
Like, he was pointing like, you're gonna lose. You know what I mean? So finally, Buddy was like, all right, and he took it off. They just jumped on it, and dude was like still trying to hold on to the jersey. Dude was like, nah, man, let that junk go. You know what I mean? But junk's corny to me.
Too
man.
much,
I
bro.
hate that jump.
Too much.
I think that's so
Yeah,
stupid.
it's
That-
disgusting.
that's
Yeah,
way
it's
too much.
horrible.
That's,
He just-
it's way too much.
Hmm? Who? No, there's nothing
Nah,
to
they
understand.
ain't understand.
There's nothing to understand for that.
Yeah.
No, that's
wanna-
just
Well, first, I ain't an Atlanta fan,
attack
but
people.
even if you win or lose, you don't attack people from the.
And then it's like it's bullying, it's intimidating. I got on my jersey. I went to the game. Okay, I gotta
that-
get beat up for that. I gotta get beat up for that. That's sad.
Yeah, that was a little much. And
As I was watching that, I was really hurt. I was like, "This is bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
yeah, then
Yeah, that's bad."
the social media is going crazy because DJ Khaled was at the game, and they saying that DJ Khaled stayed on his phone the whole time he was at the game. So people were actually mad at him, saying, "How you gonna keep a seat from somebody, and all you doing is playing on your phone?" Most people's like, "Who are gonna buy that? Which one of y'all
gonna
out
pay
there
for
on
that
social
seat
media
anyway?"
we're gonna buy that seat that was courtside?" You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for some reason they mad at DJ Khaled because he was looking at his phone instead of looking at the game. They were mad at him for that. So, the internet, man, the internet.
Yeah, I'm still. Frank say he hope the Knicks lose because of that. I mean, you didn't want them to win anyway. You know what I mean? That's not gonna make you say I want the Knicks to win. I just think Junk is just ignorant. You just got ignorant people.
Yeah, that.
You know what I mean? I still hope the Knicks win. And I want to see Mike Brown win one.
And the crazy thing is, when somebody first sent me a clip, I was in this text chat. I actually said, "It's sad that I'm not surprised. I actually expected this to happen. I
The
seriously,
ignorance you talking about?
yeah, I expected it to happen. When they said, I think that's why people think that the watch party was pulled from outside of the Knicks arena because of 45-47 coming in. No, that was pulled already. They had already pulled that one because they knew it was going to be the first game in the NBA Finals in New York. They had already pulled that because of all of the craziness that they felt was going to happen. They had already approved for the next game to happen, but this one they had already pulled it.
Is that right?
They knew it was going to be crazy.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, so they didn't want them right outside the Garden. People coming out or whatever. Now, what's going to happen Game 4? We'll see. We'll see what happens with that one. We do know that. Well, I think they said for sure that 45-47 is not going. Did you hear
He said he wasn't coming.
Yeah. Did you see when they asked him about the boos? He said no. He said it was a lot of cheers. There was some boos, but there was a lot of cheers in there. I'm like, this
Oh, he delusional.
Delusional.
very delusional.
What you say?
I said delusional.
Very, very delusional.
You heard the back and forth with him and Stephen A. Smith? Did you hear that one?
Yeah.
Stephen A. had already said if the Knicks lose, that he was going to blame it on the fact that 45-47 was there. He said it's going to be your fault. If we lose this game, it's because of you. You took away from, the momentum, everything we had going. And so they asked the Orange Man about it. You asked me what he said. I'm telling what he said. About when after Trump said he's not intelligent.
Yeah.
He's not very,
Matter of fact, I know he's not. He said
he's a nice guy, but he's not very intelligent.
He said I don't think that he has the intelligence to say
The IQ, the
IQ.
IQ.
And then he said, matter of fact, I know he doesn't.
Yeah, then he said, matter of fact, I know he doesn't to be president. Yeah.
I do laugh at 45-47.
Yeah.
Stephen A. came back and, basically, he didn't want to make it about. Hold on, he didn't want to. No, he said, "I'll challenge you if you question my intelligence. I'll challenge you to a debate." on any platform, anything of that nature. And he said, I can only say it so much on ESPN, ABC, but I'll address it further on my own platform. That was-
Do me tonight.
He was giving Jasmine Crockett the business.
Probably, yep. I'm sure he's going to get him.
He was giving Jasmine Crockett the business,
I'm
wasn't he?
sure he's going to get him.
He was giving LeBron James the business, wasn't he? Now, he ain't going to do that with that cracker.
He's already done it, though.
With who?
He's been doing it. He's been doing it. I don't know what you're talking about. He's been doing it.
No, I want that fire that you gave. I want that fire.
As y'all can see, too free. You might, hey,
Yeah,
you might just get on the mic,
Right.
Because you're talking. He's not. He's only paying attention to the negativity.
That's why I asked, did he have the same energy he had for Jasmine Crockett?
He's been having it.
No.
He's called him out. He's called him out on so many different occasions.
No, not call him out. This man called you a dummy. Trump did call him a dummy then.
But this what I'm telling you. Stephen A. Smith has had a 1-2 hour podcast on Trump.
Hold up. Get your mic, Dwayne. 'Cause
I'm saying
Ain't
too
nobody,
free.
all I'm
saying
asking is
if
one
you-
question. Trump called him a dummy yesterday. Did Stephen A. come with the same energy he came with to retort what he said? Did he come with the same energy he had when he came at
It
the
was
brothers?
it was actually worse energy against him than it was for her. If you want to be honest, if you really
So
if
he
you
addressed
if you look at the energy he really gave her versus what he said about him, it was way more against him than it was her.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're going by more so of the words he gave her than the energy. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so he gave him the same energy.
I thought it was even worse.
Okay.
I thought he called.
stand down.
He's been calling him out.
Stand down.
He's been calling him out.
I want to see, whatever happens on it. I hadn't seen his. I don't think he came back on YouTube since this one yet, though. Has he?
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Nah, ain't nobody seen anybody. Y'all talking loud, but like James Brown said, ain't nobody seen him get that energy.
Didn't have the same. I disagree, Lo. Stephen A. Smith didn't have that same energy for black women. Yeah.
You could throw
Okay.
LeBron in there too. He came in LeBron hard. Oh, you could.
Again, I would say what y'all
Sweating.
saying, what he said about Jasmine, it was on his platform. So until I see how he addressed on his platform, then I don't think he properly give that
Okay.
answer.
We'll wait.
But I'm saying that on his platform, he's been calling him out on.
We'll wait.
Okay, yeah.
I stand down.
All right, last thing on the sports. Recently, quarterback for Texas Tech was suspended and deemed ineligible for college football this year because he admitted to actually gambling, waged heavily over the past 4 years as a member of the Indiana Hoosiers, Cincinnati Bearcats since January, Texas Tech programs also. And his bets total of at least $90,000. Clear violation of NCAA rules that were repeated by him. And it also included bets where he actually bet on Indiana while he was on the Indiana team.
Pete Rose.
Now, like I said, he was deemed ineligible. Then some retired judge in Texas comes back and gives an injunction to where he can actually play now, and they actually won't go back to court until February of next year. So in other words, he gets to play the whole year. But
season.
check this out. In December 2024, former Alabama State players Amar Knox, Sean Fulcher, Corey Hines, and TJ Matlock agreed to throw a game against Southern Mississippi for a combined $2,000. Two of the players was going to get $700. The other two was going to get $300. June 5th, 2026, the NCAA made it permanent. All four players are banned for life.
From Alabama State.
$2,000 versus $90,000.
Now you know it ain't money. It's Africans versus your colonizers. You just gonna say it correctly. Ain't got nothing to do with the capital.
So how do you, especially, being you two little, I know you don't like a lot of sports because you feel it's
No.
yeah.
I like black college.
But how
Alabama
do you
State.
how do you trust, especially college sports right now? How do you trust that with now players feeling that they could actually gamble and cheat and still stay eligible.
They can't though. You know what I mean? If they try if you want to. You know, this kid would had the benefit of being, you know, white, coming from a family.
Colonizer.
That too. And, you know, and being in Texas doesn't hurt, as we've seen. We'll talk about later, but you know what I mean. But we've seen if other jokers tried, what's gonna happen. So, but it's just how they do, man.
Who is they?
Do. The system.
Oh. Good answer. Family Feud says this is
The system.
Yeah, and I have been reading up on the whole Sorsby thing, the Texas Tech quarterback, and I'd actually forgotten about what happened with these Alabama State players, and I don't know if because I was reading up on this thing with the white kid, I don't know if it got in my algorithm to bring up gambling in sports, and this thing popped back up, and I was like, wow, that's serious right there.
but let me be devil's advocate. I'm gonna be asking cop today.
Uh-oh.
Gambling is not illegal. Throwing the game is.
It's illegal if
Yeah.
you're in college athletics, you can't gamble at all.
Can you gamble on the pros?
No.
So I can't even gamble on boxing or nothing else?
Not while you're a student. Student athlete.
So if I'm on a bowling team, I can't gamble on the Floyd Mayweather fight.
You're a student athlete.
I didn't know the accuracy of that. You know, I know you can't gamble within your own sport. Just like NFL players, professional players, they can gamble, but they just can't gamble,
Can't gamble within their own sport.
on their sport.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but I don't know. Where were you going with that question, though?
Well, I would just to be asking cop, gambling is not illegal. Throwing the game is.
Gambling is not illegal in certain places. Certain places it is still illegal.
Well, I just seen the other day, all 50 states you can do what's the green and white one? Pick a sport when you can gamble.
That's online. The online
Yeah,
gambling.
yeah.
Some of it, it's like some of these apps. If you try and pull it up and they ask you what state you're in, you put it in a certain state, you can't do it because Georgia was like that for a while.
But I
'Cause
think
tried to do
It's
it.
like gambling is running a roulette table at your house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Blackjack. All that's considered gambling.
But they getting around it like it's probability or something. Like you do the stock market, it's the probability of, so it's not gambling. But I just seen a commercial where the guy said you can all 50 states. The green and white one where you put DraftKings or one of them. What's the other
I mean, you can gamble in your state, but there are certain things, even on those apps, it'll have restricted in this state, this state.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I
some
think they
restrictions
changed it. But all I was doing is say these players throwing the game is illegal, constitutionally illegal.
I would imagine it is. I can't definitively say constitutionally illegal, but I know it's if you're gambling against your own team, that's illegal. I know that. But just gambling in general and all that, I'm
supposedly
throwing a game. I would imagine is
Yeah, for sure.
it's illegal. I don't know what the code or
For sure,
section
for
that
sure.
is, but-
Sorsby, he said that they said that I think it was 5 Indiana games or 4 Indiana games that he bet on, and he bet for Indiana to do bad type of deal.
Said 2 free.
He says that he didn't do that, but of course, they supposedly have evidence or whatever that he did do it.
Well, I tell you this, I'd rather be guilty and rich than innocent and poor.
That's the thing. Look, that's the thing about the kids from the HBCU, bro. It was $2,000 split between 4 people.
They should have, man. They could have got better off. You got to be a stripper or something, man. I'd have been better off with that than $200.
I'm like 700, 300, 300. What no? How did y'all agree to only take 300?
That junk.
That was
Making so bad, them niggas probably wasn't even playing.
collection protection, 90,000
Like that.
gambling, and against his own team. And the judge said if he were to get charged, it would cause irrevocable harm to his career, as reported on Nightcap. Which is crazy when you make that statement because it reminds me of that kid, that white dude that was accused of rape years ago. He was like 18, 19 years old. The judge said, "Oh, we can't. I'm not gonna do this." He gave him like probation or something real light because I don't want to ruin the rest of his life. It's like what?
Human. He's
What
human.
about the people's lives you just ruined? You know what I mean? It's-
And she's right. That's exactly what they used
That
to
was in
get this
Texas,
guy. It was. You said you just talked about Texas.
Sheesh.
That's exactly what they used to get this guy. Able to play college football again. Of course, he's
They
already
could at least
checked
took that
himself in
from
a
him.
rehab.
At the very least. It's like
Yeah, they
you could-
did take it, and then this other guy. And what I don't get is he's a retired judge. How does a retired?
Because you go to
judge-
arbitration. So what happens is when you go to these things, so you didn't really break a law, right? That's the NCAA's law.
a rule. That's what it
Rule.
is.
So now you go into arbitration. And when you go to arbitration, like with all the sports, because the sports is regulated by the league. So the NC2A regulate that. So when you go to arbitration with the Western name, with the judge, that's usually a side hustle for a job or a side position with the judge where they take all the information and they make a judgment. You can agree with that judgment or disagree. If you disagree, you can go to court. If you agree, you take the outcome of what happened. So that's how it goes in sports.
The NCAA is basically stating that they're being, circumvented by local
Authority.
government, local
And
government.
a lot of times, the problem why you want to take the arbitrator's position is because you don't have the capital or the time in sports. So even if you got the money, you're gonna be in court 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. So your career is done.
And Texas Tech, there are schools that's actually
She got that hot summer, hot girl summer,
There are schools that's actually
in the winter.
pulling Texas Tech from their schedule. They will not play it. They like Georgia's pulled Texas Tech from all their schedules. Said they're not going to play them.
What? Wait, what?
Georgia.
Wait a minute. People are protesting?
Yeah.
Oh, so it can happen.
Yeah.
So schools can decide not to play or do something, huh?
Yeah.
I thought they're in the SEC though.
Ain't that something?
Texas Tech is not.
Man, ain't that something?
They're not in the SEC.
Oh.
But not only football. They saying every sport, the whole school, every sport that Georgia plays, they pulling Texas Tech off of their schedules.
Ain't that something?
Ain't
And
that
there's
something?
some other schools looking at doing the same thing.
Well, Texas Tech got what they call paper. So they might put Alabama State on there and get them a victory win. Come on down and take this $250,000 and I'll buy you some hot dogs.
B said it's gonna come back to hunt college football in the worst way. That kid made over 100 bets. He has a gambling problem. Facts. He said those kids should never be allowed on the campus of Alabama State ever again. He wasn't pleased with that.
Yeah, they won't be.
Texas Tech should sit them down. Those kids are wrong. Coach Nash says they want what others are getting at major schools. They are pocket watching.
I don't think you should ever disbar children for life, but they should get a consequence. Maybe a year or two, maybe no longer in that conference. I don't know, but it's kind of hard when you take young adults to 18-year-olds for life. You know what I mean? That's kind of harsh because you're supposed to do stupid stuff when you're young. This man 80 and he's still on that.
Banned. I would put my 2 cents in, but college football, I don't get involved in college sports because I watch sports just to see who I want to do it to.
What?
And they too young, so shoot.
Well, you know what? You know Keith Sweat say.
What?
You might be young, but you ready. Back to back. Young boys get a little orange juice and the apple juice, they be right back at it.
I'm friends with the president of ASU. My parents would make sure they would never set foot on campus again. Okay. Like the kid at Kennesaw State, he was getting $10K, but got $500,000 for throwing one game. Yeah, that's true.
I met a dude that he was robbing corporations. He stole like $7 million. And they only got like 3 back. And he did 3.5 years federal time.
Well worth that For me, he kept on.
So you know what he do? He do the Crown Royal bags. He on the printing company that makes them for this region.
Really?
He can't get a passport though.
Wow.
He played basketball at Ohio State. He about 6'4", white boy. But I'm like, dang.
Well, we knew that when you said I did 3 years.
3.5.
And I get back $3 million. We already knew the color then.
But I just think about that. You made $4 million for doing 3 years in the penitentiary.
Yeah. That's how
And you can't leave the country, you can't get a passport. But I think you wait up to 10 years. But anyway.
But it's $4 million richer. And got a great business. What else you get? It's a nice trade-off.
Making Crown Royal bags.
Yeah, that's a nice trade-off.
So you know you're in business for the rest of your life.
Facts.
Okay, let me ask y'all this, and this is coming from the whole Nick Cannon. Remember when Nick Cannon said the stuff about he was down with Trump or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
He finally is starting to do some interviews, and he's talking about it a little bit. And he was saying that
On the Stupid Club.
he was saying, there and a couple other places too. And he was basically saying that it was a clip that was taken, and what he was speaking on was when Trump was down with hip hop, or hip hop was down with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he, I haven't seen all of it. He says also he was up there with Nicki Minaj, so he was trying to, get something where they could come in together at and be able to present whatever they were presenting. And he said the biggest thing that caught him off guard was there was a lot of people that he thought was friends in entertainment that actually just went against him automatically. So it had me thinking, if somebody actually does the work, does a lot within the community, gives to the community, money-wise, gives to the community as far as I'm donating their time and everything, does the community owe them grace when they actually do something stupid? Of course, the level of stupidness will.
They owe him honesty. They owe him honesty. So if you
the
feel
community or him, which one?
only thing a man or another man is honesty, not respect, not loyalty, but the truth. So if my truth is you with my enemy, I should let you know if you my brother.
Correct. I was gonna say the same thing. I think it's ill will to think that people are gonna judge you when he was saying that he was trying to be relatable in order to have a conversation with Amber Rose. And it's like and the reality of it is like, don't give her the platform. We don't even want to have the conversation with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're platforming her to have this conversation with somebody that's on this type of time. You know what I'm saying? So even if that's what you gotta, if that's what you feel like you gotta have that conversation with her, then don't put her on the platform. At least not for us. You know what I'm saying? Because then if you put her on the platform for us, we can critique her based off of what you and her said, what you and her said. Because at the end of the day, if she's never on the platform, you don't have the conversation, we can't critique you. As soon as you put her on the platform, you have that conversation, you're eligible for critique. Whether you like it or not, we have the right to critique you. Because you put her on your platform and presented her to us, and you presented her with that topic. We got the right to not like the topic. We got the right to not like what you said. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter if you had good intentions or not. Not in this instance. We didn't feel the good intentions in this instance. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like Two Free said, we got the ability to tell you how we feel about the situation because you platformed her. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it goes for any time. Like when we platform these individuals that aren't of our community. And somebody says there's something wrong with them, y'all have to respect our opinion because it's our community. You know what I'm saying? We should have the ability to police our community. You know what I'm saying? In some way. You know what I'm saying? Say what's right, say what's wrong. And I think that's the biggest problem is like when we go to police our culture, people have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Like when we want to really shut stuff down, they have a problem with it. You know what I mean? I think it's like a Jake Paul in the blackface. Like you say you want to wear blackface to try to get back at Drewski is like, we think Drewski skit funny. We ain't putting it all in y'all face and bragging about it. We laughing amongst ourselves. then you go back and say, well, I'm going to have blackface to try to get back at y'all. Like, for what? We just laughing at something funny. That's of our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go in your culture and you pull that off and we start seeing people laughing, we got the right to police it. we got the right to criticize it. We got the right to say something about it. But like I said, go ahead and do it. And then you will see the blowback you'll get. Like you'll lose so many people by doing it because the people that are following you will eventually stop following you.
He'll gain Kevin Hart.
That's interesting.
What you think,
Dwayne.
Sunshine?
I'm lost.
Oh.
I don't know.
You
what
heard,
y'all-
you heard
We
the
on
Kevin-
165
you
Wichita Drive.
You heard with the what's the dumb name? Nick Cannon.
Yeah, nah. I ain't
Oh, okay.
heard
So
him
Nick
say.
Cannon was, when he explained what he said and what he did, it made more sense. He left us out
You
there.
think so?
Yeah, he left us out there dry. So what he was saying is, I'm with Trump from back in the day, not now.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think he never clarified. He left it out. And then people were commenting. He was like, dang, how you going to say this, this, and this? But Nick is the same person. You got to think. Nick was buck dancing for the Jews. You remember they shut his show down. They showed him, nigga, you don't own Wild and Out.
They did.
This your idea, but guess who owned it? Me. And guess who off the show? You. Because he said something about, you know, when Professor, what's his name? Professor what?
That's a real.
Professor Griff
Oh, yeah.
on this podcast they was talking about them Jewish stuff. And, you know, Nick tried to play both sides of the fence. Oh, I love everybody.
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
I didn't better understand him. I just felt like he realized the heat was coming and he trying to flame some of that stuff off. That's what I saw. I didn't see where because I saw the thing we did. You know what I mean? He meant everything he said. He had bought into that BS. You know what I mean? But he got educated shortly afterwards and realized what he said wasn't right. Now I'm trying to throw some of the flames off. But I don't think he misspoke or it was I don't buy that. You know what I mean? I like Nick, but I don't buy that story he gave. You know what I mean? But you know, I agree with you. You know what I mean? He deserved truth. You know, I think he has the he has the opportunity to say, hey, you know, that's not what I meant. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily think he said I was wrong because that would be admitting
Yeah,
what
he
you
didn't
really
say that.
said. You know what I mean? But he did kind of downplay it to say that's not really what I meant. But you know, hey, you know how we are. I tell you all the time, we're the most forgiving group.
Until it's on us.
Look,
We'll
look,
forgive each other.
look. We'll jump at you real quick. And then as soon as another story come out, we'll
Come on back to the picnic, Nick.
Yeah. We'll be looking at wilding out all over again. Yep.
I don't think Nick is sellout, though.
I don't think he's a sellout.
I think he just,
I think it's what you said, Angelo, since it's been explained. He said one thing, then once the heat came, he tried
but
to
he
change.
always do that. He said that stuff about the Jews and how black men is the original Jew. And the Jews said, oh, hold up.
They forced him to change that.
Yeah. But that's the
yeah,
thing
I
I don't
remember
get.
that too. I do
What's the
remember
point
that.
of being a millionaire? This man got, what, 8 figures. And you apologizing every week.
Because that's who gave it to him, and that's who would take it.
Well, you gonna have to take this shit from me because
it is.
I'm gonna be the motherfucker if you give me $8 million.
You know what I'm saying? Folk
If
cut
I
them
got 8
checks.
figures, well, until you get every dollar back, I'm gonna be that motherfucker. Donald Trump ain't gonna have nothing on me.
Yeah, they gonna get it back.
Yeah, well, they can have it
Yeah,
back,
they
but
give
until
it, they
then,
take it, put you in jail and all kind of other stuff when you don't comply.
I go with shit. I didn't win for free. What's it for a cause? What is a jail to a nigga with a cause?
I heard that.
All right. Athletes and celebrities making themselves targets by showing off their wealth. Do you think that that's what's happening? 50 Cent, I can't say Denzel. Who else? Some actor that's out there Nick Cannon. All of these celebrities or whatever that you see walking around sometimes.
50 of Rick Ross.
Yeah, Rick Ross. I mean, do you think that they're making themselves?
They just showing how
targets?
stupid they are. It's stupidity.
Why you say it's stupid?
Because they getting somebody signed, even Birdman, right? Even LeBron, and he don't do it. Steph Curry, somebody signing your check. They didn't create this wealth on their own ingenuity. they just reaping the benefits of years of people before them putting in the work. So Steph Curry not better than Abdul Rauf. He just benefiting from the time that he playing in.
But I'm trying to figure out what.
So you didn't earn this. You didn't create nothing.
I'm still trying to figure out how they're
So
showing their
Elon Musk
stupidity by
created-
wearing their own clothes or wearing their jewelry.
Because you didn't earn what you got. You just giving what a motherfucker gave you.
No,
You getting your market value.
they still earned it though.
But no, you getting your market value. So
But
when I say earn, when I mean earn, so would you say Michael Jordan never made as much money as LeBron James?
Right.
So, but who
On the basketball court.
on the basketball court? Because of the market value of Michael Jordan ain't the market value of LeBron James. But you didn't create the market to get your own value.
But so you're saying that
So you a worker.
so if you're saying that if you didn't start it, you shouldn't be able to.
So you don't really got
enjoy
no
it?
money. Yeah, you're supposed to enjoy it. Don't get me wrong.
How you figure they ain't got no money?
Because you're getting paid by somebody else.
Most of us do.
But
There's not many of
hold
us
on.
that don't get paid by
Elon
somebody
Musk
else.
flex.
We ain't talking about Elon Musk.
But I'm saying,
We're talking about black people.
I know,
There's
but-
not a lot of us that don't
But
get
I'm
paid
talking
by
about
somebody
African
else.
American Elon Musk. I'm saying he flexing because he created his wealth.
We not talking about Elon. Who's
No,
African
what I'm
American Elon Musk?
So
Who
no,
that?
so listen what I'm saying.
You lost
What I'm
me with
trying to
that one.
explain. If I create something and I become a multi-billionaire and I'm flexing, I've done what's never been done before. But if I'm a basketball player or a singer and dancer, I'm just doing what Michael Jackson did, what Diana Ross did. I'm just a continuation of what's already
So
being
you're
done.
saying that makes them stupid?
No, when you acting like
Well,
no,
maybe it
the
wasn't
stupidity
stupidity.
part is
Yeah,
when, the
stupidity,
stupidity
yeah.
part is when you're trying to flex, like you done something that hasn't been done before, as if you are the creator of this $100 million or this $300 million.
So that's the question.
You
now.
really are the booty of a person who made $500 million. So if I give you $1 billion, how much you think I made if I'm signing your check? So you out here shaking your butt, showing people how much money you got, and there's 2-3 more motherfuckers around and say, boop, dance, nigga.
So you saying that what they shouldn't wear clothes? I'm so lost
No,
on why
but
you
no.
can't if you don't start it. Why you can't celebrate it? Now
No.
This was totally something different, but you done flipped it for me
no,
now.
it's different from enjoying your wealth.
That's what he's talking about.
That's what I'm talking
But you're
about.
saying flex like I'm bragging.
No, he's saying is
Are you a target
is
by
flexing
wearing your
a
money?
form of bragging, and are you making yourself a target by doing so? That's what he's
Are you
talking
making
about.
yourself a
Yeah, or
target
even
by-
just
And I'm
Not
saying
not,
you
flex,
mean,
not flexing like you created the wheel.
I mean,
that's not what he's. That's not
if
what
you
the
go
question
if you go
is.
buy a Hummer, is
Everything
is
has
that-
to be anti-black.
no, that's not anti-black. It's not anti-black. No,
just
it
trying
don't
to
even
figure
matter
out
if you're
how
black or white. I'm saying if you didn't, I'm saying
Well,
We
so-
get you. That's not the
so
question.
no, so
that's not
nobody.
the question. That's all he's
but-
saying. That's not
yeah,
the question.
He
He's
kinda,
asking.
that's what
I
I'm saying.
think
He kind
enjoying your
of
money
flipped it.
enjoying your money doesn't require you to be braggadocious or out to flash.
I agree, but
So I'm not gonna go to
I agree, but some people.
So if I like
But
a
that don't
gold
make 'em
necklace, I'm gonna
stupid,
get the
though.
gold necklace. But if you gotta go there, I'm gonna go get me one, and I'm gonna get twice more than yours. That's stupidity.
No, not unless that's what you
If all y'all got gold necklaces, and I'm gonna get one triple times that, man, I got the da. You big dummy.
So we should
I
all
mean,
get the
so we
same
should all
one.
get
No,
smart.
you should enjoy. You should if you. I said in the beginning.
You're saying if you get it just
want a
because
gold
somebody else got
necklace,
it.
you should get a gold necklace.
Okay.
But he said, "Are you making yourself a target by doing so?" He ain't talking
Yeah,
about.
I think you're the target of
He ain't talking about
stupidity.
nothing
You
what you talking
expressing
about.
how stupid you are. That's the target you become. So Floyd Mayweather is a complete fool.
You-
Floyd Mayweather is a complete dummy. I mean, when people look at him, they're like, look how stupid he is.
no. So let me say this. So let me say this too, Free. Well, I think JT is more talking about like
I tell you what, hold on one second.
No,
if Floyd Mayweather came
we're
across
not-
me
we're-
at 5'6",
we're not
that
talking.
nigga ain't gonna have what he got when he
But
cut
this,
away from him.
but this what he's saying now, I think it'd be real hard to rob Floyd with them bodyguards. But what I'm saying
Floyd
is,
can get it. Everybody
that's
can
what
get
I'm
it.
saying. What JT is saying is like, hey, these rappers are wearing these chains, right?
Yeah.
And let's just say in a nightclub with regular patrons, and they end up getting robbed at the end of the night? Are they getting robbed because they had that flashy chain on in that public place? You know
Y'all
what I'm
calling
saying?
it targets. I'm calling it stupidity. That's the only difference.
I think there's a combination, right, of both targeting and stupidity here, because, and I don't, and the answer to the question, yes, they are making themselves targets, but I think bigger than making themselves targets, they're making the people who watch them targets, because so many of our youth are trying to follow
emulate them,
and
yeah.
emulate what these guys have. And because and these guys spending $10 million on that thing, these guys go spend $10,000, $20,000 on it. These young rappers get their first checks. What they go do? They go buy some ridiculous chain. What do guys do when they sign a new record label? What do they give them? A chain. How many times you hear these guys get robbed for their chains? You know what I mean? It's like, I think they're making other people targets, because the guys we're talking about, most of them gonna have security, most of them gonna be protected. But these guys who are emulating y'all, I think is more the target. I just watched a video the other day. I think I sent it to y'all. This dude in his car talking, yada yada yada, on live with this big diamond chain on. Dude tried to snatch the chain through the window. Why? Because he's following your live.
Right.
So he sees where you are. He tried to snatch the chain. Dude gets out the car, confronts the dude. Kid kills him. You know what I mean? You guys they're the targets, because they don't have all the security. They don't have all that stuff they do. I think that's the damage that they're doing. You know what I mean? I think they're affecting.
You
in a
define
different
the
type of way.
stupidity.
That's why I say it's a combination. That's why I start off saying it's a combination. You know what I mean? I just think I just hate that that's the mentality that our folks have. You know, like I said,
It's not us, it's them.
you sign a new deal, you get a chain. You know what I mean? How about sign a new deal? You just got you some new stock.
Get a house,
certificate.
right.
Or how, you know what I mean?
Right.
Why's it gotta be this big chain? Why do we have to live off of this? You know, I just
Give me a deed.
I just yeah.
Give me a deed.
I just hate the mentality, man. It's just the mentality.
But it's still
Talk to you, Mike.
Everything is to destroy the black man. That's how I feel. Everything from
Everything
them
ain't about
taking
everything.
welfare.
Everything ain't the black man.
No, I'm just saying, from them taking the black man out the house, couldn't even live with you if you was gonna get some assistance or whatever. So fast forward all the way till now, it's like they're still making that kind of music. They're still giving them the chains. Of course they know they can give them houses. Of course they know if you sign, you can get some land. But that ain't the
sexy.
agenda for the black man. The agenda for the black man is to just constantly always have us on the bottom, effed up and robbed. And so, yeah, you're going to get chains, and it's just perpetuated to do those things, to buy the cars and have the girls. And it's just all together.
Is that
From when they said that they built the prisons and started the gangster rap to put the people in the prisons, we still there. So I think the chains and them being targets, going to clubs, wearing them, right? It's just all still that same thing. It's not changing, because they still after the black man.
is it a generational trauma?
I don't even think that shit true though.
Because of not some people say that we as black folks are flashy or more out front or more louder because we couldn't be.
No,
You saying
before?
I think the majority of black people are middle class people, and you get lottery ticket winning Africans who are able to go be the exceptional economically, and they doing something and replicating something. But the majority of black people are tax-paying decent people. But the media image of us is that. But that's not our reality. The data points, if you look at data points of black people, we vote more than most people as a pool. You know, in the same direction too. We live we're more likely to live a middle class lifestyle than most people. But the narrative is that that's the thing. So that's what I'm saying. Floyd Mayweather is the definition of stupidity. He's not. That don't make sense. So to follow Future, who got 7 kids and 8 baby mamas, that's not normal. That's not what most black men do. Most black men have women. You got 4 right here. Ain't none of us got 17 baby mamas and 18 kids. Most of us we can touch our children, call our children, talk to the people we got children with, have cordial relationships with the woman. That's most black men. But the media perception is that we believe that we is something that we not. But if you look at the real data points, that's not what we doing.
Oh yeah,
We trying to get the buck here.
But it's still, what you're saying still goes along with what I'm saying.
Right.
They ain't showing that. They don't care nothing about that. Their agenda is still going strong. We signing rappers. You hear the song that can't nobody get out their head right now. Where my scamming ass niggas at? Where my boosting ass be?
And I seen an African American
And so-
boy dancing to that.
I mean, everybody's dancing to it.
I seen
It's on heavy rotation everywhere.
I seen.
And so it's still part, because why is that out? What is that? Where my scammers and my boosters? Come on, man. That's just.
But who gonna
it's
dance
just-
to
it's
that?
just keeping it. Everybody.
I ain't heard it, but that's crazy.
You haven't
No,
heard
it's not scamming. It's Miami, young Miami.
Oh my goodness. Well,
I
good.
don't think I've heard it either.
Well, good. Both of
Well, I
y'all.
ain't- well, I ain't paying no
believe
attention
it,
to it,
but
Bruh.
it's
I-
everywhere.
But it don't surprise me.
It's horrible.
Not
and
at all.
It's
It don't
everywhere.
surprise me.
Yeah, it's everywhere, and it's like, why is this even a song?
But-
It's because they ain't changed. The agenda have not changed to just keep us down. It's just horrible too. It's just so bad.
But the truth of the matter is, Michael Jackson just sold 10 times more albums than her.
Somebody else never heard it. Wow, y'all, please just Young Miami. What's it called? Spend it. Yeah,
Man, if like I said, it's probably been played, but I just
ain't paid attention.
I don't hear it. I doubt mine do, but
No, one of them kids know it.
I'd be
Because
surprised.
you can't even scroll with. I'm telling you, if you scroll on TikTok, you don't even. It's gonna come up.
That's great.
Instagram.
Man, I probably heard it
All
in
I
the
see
club.
it
I
is
ain't
just-
paying no attention to it. I don't hear the beats.
Oh.
I can't, because I don't really understand. I can't really understand that.
Right, understand what they're saying, so you don't really.
I be hearing beats. I be on there vibing to the beat, man. You know what I mean?
And it's pretty much still that type of situation.
I'm
Right,
sure.
where it's like the beat, but if you listen at all,
Destroyed. Like,
destroying, just that's what it's for. So the music, like you said, they are targets, but they don't care because, again, we don't really know what they do to get their money. So when they get it, hey, they might just go ham because it wasn't earned.
Mm-hmm.
It was earned.
All right. Well, I see you. I know you was about to take a little small break, and I know you wanted to, make a little toast or whatever. I see you done went through your glass. You got a little bit left.
Yeah, this lemonade.
Yeah. I mean, I know that. But I ain't want you to drink all your lemonade.
Oh, we got more lemonade.
Oh,
Got
okay.
more
But
lemonade.
yeah, if we gonna do the toast,
Yeah, we got the balloons and
because
everything.
that's why. Hey, I'm here. I hope I come every year for
Don't
Angelo's
get a
birthday.
closeness.
It's
He the
Angelo.
biggest boss, not Rick Ross. Here go the biggest boss, Low. Get
Low.
it together.
Salud.
Yes. Happy
His
birthday
birthday
and many,
is on
many,
his way.
many
His
more.
birthday is
How
on
much you
his
gonna be?
way.
Uh-oh, you need a glass? You drink wine?
This is lemonade.
Oh, okay, but do you drink wine?
I drink anything.
Okay, I'll give you a glass.
Thank you very much. Hey, listen, shout out to Sunshine though. I really appreciate you coming through on the birthday week. Set the
Yes.
balloons up. Got the happy birthday balloon behind me.
Yes.
She got some food over here, man. You know what I mean? She brought some lemonade. We appreciate
She
you.
even bought the hot sauce.
Hey, even brought the hot sauce.
So you gotta have
Hey,
some hot sauce on
that's a
your
real
greens.
woman right there, boy. You know what it is.
Tell us about your birthday. What day is it?
My actual birthday is Saturday, June 13th. Yeah, but
Lo be having them Friday the 13th birthday.
I love it. I love
So
it.
you'll be how low?
56.
It's
Don't,
52.
hey.
You
It
52.
was a
You
sale.
52.
It was a
52.
sale.
It was a
It
It
was
was
on
a
sale.
sale.
They was on sale.
No, we selling the 52.
I got it so I
We
can say
52 today.
50's too nuts in the mouth. That's what you
But nah, I
need to say.
appreciate you, Sunshine. That's real dope, man. You are so thoughtful at all times, man. You think
Aw.
about everybody,
Thank you.
and it's crazy how you do that, man. But you've been that person since I've known you, man. So
Well, good.
and I've known this young lady, man, since the original Uptown.
1994.
Damn,
crazy.
back when
Ain't
Freaknik was still around.
Crazy.
94. I know it's dope.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Right, freak.
I
was
love
still
to
popping. You're
give
right.
too, though. That's just I love to give. I love to see people's face when I give. You know, I just love to give. And I ask the Lord to bless me so I could bless others.
That's what's up.
And so that's why I do it, because I did ask for the extra, because I love to do it. And sometimes I give away my last. And I'm like, Lord, please bless me, because I love to give, but I can't be going broke giving. So he really blessed me to just bless others.
Let me tell y'all a true story, man. I couldn't believe this. One time,
Tell it.
she did a show, and I paid her. And, you know, she didn't feel like the weekend was what it's supposed to be, and she didn't feel like... She actually tried to come back in and actually give me something. She said, I'm going to send you back some... And I was like, no. But in all my years, no one's ever tried to give me money back.
And you know what?
Hey.
But I'm just saying that's the testament
and all
of who
your
you are,
years
man. I love you, Sunshine. Real
And
talk.
all
love
your
you too.
years
Thank you, Lo.
upcoming. I don't think it's
Ain't
gonna happen either.
Hey. And remember, I did the green room.
Did the green room.
Yeah, I was like, you
Absolutely.
know what? We're going to do this green room.
Absolutely.
But listen,
I love to give.
Yeah.
My son, though, he just like me. We went to IHOP yesterday, and I gave the waitress, I had $5. So as soon as she gave to the table, I was like, I appreciate you being here. Here, take this $5 before we even do anything. So she was like, oh, okay, thank you. Now, from that, she was like, okay, she probably would have gave us her firstborn. But after we finished, I was like, well, DJ, I said, you got 10? Because I was like, I'm going to put another 5 on here and just give her 10 and I'll give it back. He was like, I'm just going to give her 20. And I was like, I love you, son.
That's what's up.
Yeah, she was an older lady. He gave her 20 and she was just like, people be so surprised, you
Yeah.
know? And I just love to surprise people with giving. And I'm going to get it back.
Well,
One way or
listen.
the other, I'm going to get it back.
As we go into this break, I just want to make sure that this giver over here knows that my birthday is in September. We'll be right back. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
Yes.
New phone. Listen, man, I've had iPhone 11 for a long time since iPhone 11 came out.
What?
Yeah, iPhone 11, and I wore it with pride because I was like, I'm not getting a new phone every time one of these things come out.
That's fair.
You know, the whole family got better phones than me, and it's okay. So I'm at Sam's, right, and I'm unloading my cart, and my mom calls me. I put it on the speaker until I get my Bluetooth. You look in the parking lot, it was dry to the left, it was dry to the right, it was dry everywhere you could see. My phone's on the back of the trunk. It fell down in the only freaking puddle in the entire area. And that phone went face first. That joke ain't been back on since, man. It went zoop.
So Lo, I'm gonna just go and tell you something. That iPhone 11 decided it wanted to die. It jumped. It jumped ship.
That is funny.
That iPhone 11 was like this. He can't keep pushing me like this.
Ready to find a studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
listen, man. I've had iPhone 11 for a long time since iPhone 11 came out.
What?
Yeah, iPhone 11, and I wore it with pride because I was like, I'm not getting a new phone every time one of these things come out.
That's fair.
You know, the whole family got better phones than me, and it's okay. So I'm at Sam's, right, and I'm unloading my cart, and my mom calls me. I put it on the speaker until I get my Bluetooth. You look in the parking lot, it was dry to the left, it was dry to the right, it was dry everywhere you could see. My phone's on the back of the trunk. It fell down in the only freaking puddle in the entire area. And that phone went face first. That joke ain't been back on since, man. It went zoop.
So Lo, I'm gonna just go and tell you something.
Too free started.
That iPhone 11 decided it wanted to die. It jumped. It jumped ship.
That is funny.
That iPhone 11 was like this. He can't keep pushing me like this.
Jump into this meal.
My son father on here, right? He done taught me. I took all his recipes. He talking about your people eating my damn food.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Yes, baby daddy, your recipes. You feeling them niggas my recipes. You feeling them niggas my recipes.
A studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
Said that we was going to talk about this trial. This was a murder trial that lasted about 3
hours.
The jury took 3 hours to deliberate on it. He was found guilty today, this morning, right?
No, yeah, this
This afternoon. All right, so he was found guilty today. 19 years old, convicted of murder today for the fatal stabbing.
No, 17.
No, he's 19.
He's 19 now.
He's 19.
He was 17 when it happened.
Yeah. Was convicted of murder today for the fatal stabbing of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a Texas high school track meet. The jury, having rejected claims of self-defense, proceeded directly into the sentencing deliberations with the murder conviction. Anthony faces a punishment that ranges from 5 years to 99 years or life in prison. The jury rejected Anthony's claim of self-defense during a confrontation with Austin Metcalf in a stadium bleachers last year. Most people who testified were students who described a heated exchange between Anthony's refusal on a rainy spring day to leave a tent that belonged to Metcalf's team. Several schools were competing when Anthony sat under the Memorial High School tent that was perched in the bleachers. Metcalf and others had repeatedly told Anthony to leave. Witnesses testified, leading to an escalating confrontation. The defense attorney, Mike Howard, told jurors that Metcalf had no legal right to put his hands on Carmelo. So supposedly, as they was having this argument, this is just what I read today. That was having this argument. The young kid Metcalf actually pushed Howard
several times.
I'm sorry, pushed
Anthony.
He pushed him. Now, of course, I heard it was several times also. Of course, they put it in there that he only pushed him once. They're saying that Carmelo put his hands in a bag and said, push me and I got something for you.
Yeah, find out.
Push me, you'll find out. That's what he said.
So the witnesses said that Anthony said, push me and you'll find out.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And what Anthony's attorney was saying was that nowhere in Texas law does it state that you have to wait to get hit to defend yourself.
Texas is a stand your ground state, just like Florida. Several times the black political party, or what I forgot, advocates tried to get the stand your ground law removed after Trayvon Martin.
Okay.
It didn't happen. So now, if I attack you, Lo, and you feel like your life is threatened, stand your ground says you have a right
Defend yourself.
to defend yourself with the force that you're being met with. So if you feel like your life is being harmed, and there was multiple kids, it was him, his brother, and some other kids, and then let's set it up. So like a track meet, people don't understand. A track meet not like a football game, basketball game. You may have 20, 30 kids, 5 coaches. Often at a track meet, coaches have to work. They got to measure they either got to measure the shot put, the long jump. They may be timers. Okay, so a lot of times you may have 3, 4, 5 coaches, but they work in events. And kids, your event may be at 4, then your next event might be at 6. So
Right.
what do you do if you run 100 meters at 4? You're done in 10 seconds. What do you do for the next 2 hours? You kind of hang out. It's raining. He's at the tent, so it's not like you got a lot of coaching supervision. So you got freedom to move around. You're expected to act a certain way. It's not like you got coaches that's going to be there monitoring everything you do. So the little boy's sitting under there, Carmelo Anthony. Austin and his twin brother come over there, push him. He had some scratches on his face. And immediately when the police came, he said it was self-defense. He told the police officers that. His brother also told the police that he told his brother Austin to stop. It didn't happen. And the fact that they got him, this is the racism part though. How you ain't charge him on manslaughter versus murder?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was surprised.
Then you don't got no black people on the trial.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Then you trying to say the 3 black women that came down to the final, they were educators, so it's like you're going to be biased. But both of them are students. So where's your bias? It's because you're black. And then they try to say he ain't got a father. His father's the breadwinner of the house. His mom is a stay-at-home mom. They got 3 kids. You see what I mean? They living in Frisco, Texas, right outside of Dallas.
So, which is supposedly one of the most,
It's affluent.
and it's rising.
Right. It's affluent. And he was renting a home, $400,000 or $500,000 home for his children. And he was working. Then the lies that he tried to, they buying cars with the money. He already had an Escalade before anything was kicked off. The boy had a 3.7, was admitted to school. Never been suspended from school before. All the facts coming out, I was like, no, y'all trying to paint him as a demon, and y'all trying to say this white boy is an angel, but he attacked him first.
But even with all that, how did they still come up with not guilty? I mean, with guilty. That's what's crazy. Like,
And
even with...
We got to accept the fact that, I'm saying, let's say I agree with you. You can only push me so many times for I have to do something.
There's also the stand your ground. I thought they said stand your ground is also, if I start something with you and then you are acting out of self-defense, I can still kill you and it's stand your ground, even though I started it.
Correct. So if you slap me, right, and I slap you back and push you to the ground, I'm running at you, you can shoot me.
Right.
Because you can say, well, he's 280 pounds. He's
Even though
6'4".
I started it.
Even though I slapped him first,
And so
he could harm me. That's how stand your ground work. So you remember Trayvon ran from the dude. Dude got out the car and looked for him. They had a tussle when Trayvon started winning.
Right.
Then he shot him.
Right.
Kyle Rittenhouse went to a peaceful protest where he was the only one with a gun. Shot 3 people, killed 2. He walks. Now y'all telling me this boy is found guilty of murder?
Murder.
But why aren't, the sad part is that I thought, but maybe they were reporting wrong. Like different people were reporting what they were supposedly seen in the courtroom. So didn't someone say that there was a tape where you saw the two brothers jumping them?
Yeah,
Instigating
the story
it
is
and this and that.
consistent.
So, but I mean, so I don't understand if he if he was being jumped by 4 people. They said 4. They said the 2 brothers and 2 other people like surrounded him and had
It was
him.
that, but I think the boy that got stabbed did the most intimidating, right? The others was there. It's like if we go jump, what's the name? It looks intimidating, even though I'm the only one pushing him. But he like everybody's standing. So if I fight you, I got to fight all of y'all. That's the mind. You know what I mean?
Right. So that's again where he felt like his life was in danger. But I just think,
I don't know.
sadly,
I meant to do it. I wanted to look up this attorney that Carmelo had
There's a white boy with a beard,
because
and he didn't do a good job because he should have got to change the venue.
Change of venue. How in the world is the whole jury
White.
all white?
What is that?
I didn't
That's
get
not
it.
a jury
Because
of your
because
peers.
the way Texas law is, you can strike. So if, Frisco ain't got many black people in it. So it was 250 people in the pool. Let's say 60 of them are black. I'm striking down half y'all on the day one. So now when it came down to the meets, I'll tell you, it was 3 black females that made it to the final cut. And they said, well, they're going to be biased because of that.
The educators
right.
that they were saying.
Now, the prosecutors can strike them because let's say they get 5 strikes. You get 5 strikes. I'm striking them off the rip. So I got 2 left, and I'm making that part up, but you get the strike. You see what I'm saying? So we go from 250, we got to go to here. Okay, we got 15 people, we got to choose 12. I'm taking them 3 out right now with mine. Boom, pow. So the prosecutor didn't have a chance, but what I think the prosecutor messed up when I followed it, I think he should have fought for a change of venue. I think he should have had more people, because the only person talked to what's his name was his mama.
Damn food so good. I'm so sorry, y'all. I did not know that.
I do apologize.
I did not know that. I did not know I was going to eat the whole plate.
Me either.
I thought I was going to hit a bite. We could talk about it. I put the top down and we continue the show. But I'm so glad that you here to talk so I could chew.
Hey, B said that food must be good. Jae Tea and Angelo ain't looked up.
They was like DJ Khaled.
Hey man, if it was ever a time where I want Too Free to talk as long as he wanted to.
You had the floor.
Hey B, well, I said that food so good, man.
Oh,
I
you
still-
know what? I'm
My
gonna let you take
goodness.
it.
I can still
I'm gonna let
taste
you
it.
take
Hey,
it
man.
off.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take some.
Hey, that junk's so good,
I
man.
can still taste it. I
Good
promise.
Lord.
Yeah, well, good.
I'm so
glad.
straight right now. Let's talk.
Thank you, y'all. Hey, hire me if you want me to cook.
Hey, that food
tell
is
you
so
something.
You
good.
want me to cook for your family?
We gonna get
I'll
back to
bring-
Carmelo.
I deliver too.
But tomorrow night, that right there, and my grill for that game, boy,
They gonna get together.
I'm so looking forward to it right now. It's gonna be a problem. Okay, yeah.
Okay, well, good.
Continue.
No, so the defense attorney he didn't do some obvious things like change a venue.
Because they said that the judge was friends with Metcalf's parents, or is that an AI picture?
That's an AI. All that stuff
See,
is, but you
this
never,
is
but you
horrible.
never know when.
But there were rumors from the beginning that the judge he's definitely familiar with them. And
But
what
the
you
judge
said
ain't got nothing to do
earlier,
with it,
the kids were the
Why?
kid.
It's the jury that says guilty, not guilty.
Yeah, but the judge,
But the
how
judge
he
could be
conduct,
like throwing stuff
how he
out.
conducts the courtroom is still
Yeah.
a major factor. But
What can't be shown
Frank
and
said
all
two
that.
free hosts and Lord
Objection,
JT up there having late dinner.
sustained.
and I don't even eat this late, y'all. I don't even eat this late, but I ain't eat all day and anticipating this meal, so I'm straight.
And you know what? So that's why it's really good.
No, that's not why it's
That's
good.
why I'm saying that's why
Oh.
I'm really glad it was
Okay.
good.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
when you hate it to have waited and then it be runny and just not good,
True story.
that's when it's horrible.
Never
Like,
told
I
her-
hate
you would've told her who wasn't
somebody who can't
I
cook, who
promise
think
you.
they can.
It was like
So
she
what?
bringing some
You
mac
would
and
say, "Oh, this
cheese
is
out.
some
Ooh,
bullshit."
I hope she don't mess
No,
that
but you would
up.
probably saw me stop eating.
You cannot mess up mac and cheese. You can mess up a lot of things. You can't mess that up.
Right. You got to have it right. Not too creamy. Hey, I put it on broil so the top could do what it do. Like
Y'all,
you
we
know,
didn't even put it in the microwave.
Yeah.
Where-
Hey, and that's what somebody said too. You know food good when you don't.
When
But
you-
it was warm,
It's
right?
like it's like traveling food. It's like, you know, sometimes you got chicken in Reynolds Wrap when you're traveling. It's still good.
Well, good.
That'll
Thank
hold.
y'all.
That'll
I
hold.
appreciate y'all.
Right,
Anytime y'all
right,
even
yeah,
have
right.
anything else, let me know. I'll come up here so I can
For sure.
bring the food.
For sure. That
But,
didn't require no meat. You
Yeah.
right. It didn't require no. I'm
not a
good.
bit. Not a bit. I'm straight.
But are we outraged? How are
Yeah,
we?
and-
Right.
That's
so-
that's
so
the semantics. How we really feel about it.
If the flip side would have happened, we would have seen a reverse Rodney King, in my opinion.
If they'd have found him not
Yeah.
guilty.
If they had found him not guilty, I think the white folks would have tore that town up. I think,
Really?
yeah.
I don't know if they would have tore it up, but
I don't think white
it would
people
definitely
got
have
it
been some action because there's been so much controversy
It'd
out
probably be-
front anyway. It's been mad
Yeah.
black white and
Out front.
it's clear black
Yeah.
white black white Mexican because some of the Mexicans been riding with
Yeah.
the white folks, but I definitely agree would have been.
They would have riot. It would have been a riot because they was prepared to.
I'm gonna say I don't know much of a riot would have been as
people
opposed to
got it
it'd have been some
I-
attacking.
You
That's
think
what
white
I'm
folks
saying.
don't take,
I
man?
know. I think there'd have
I
been
ain't
some
never,
black
when
people
white
moving
folks
from
ever done
Frisco.
tore something,
I think
had
there'd
a
been some
riot.
fight.
They
I think
damn
there's
near
some
tore
fighting.
Atlanta.
I don't know about rioting. But I
Matter
think
of
there's
fact,
fighting.
and what does this do for everybody that's still there?
It polarizes him.
What does a kid do now if he gets in the same situation? Does he fight back, thinking that if I fight back, I'm gonna be wrong? If I fight back and hurt somebody,
Let me say
I'm
that,
gonna be wrong?
let me say this though. I don't justify in any shape, form, or fashion the use of the knife. I don't think, having the knife in your bag, at least a lot of questions still linger in terms of, is that why you were so confident in not leaving because you felt like you had protection on you? You know what I mean? Would you?
Don't do that, Lo.
No. I have to do that. I have to do that.
Because nobody said.
No.
I don't think George Zimmerman shouldn't have had a gun. White folks didn't have that narrative.
You're not letting me finish my point.
Go ahead.
My point being, there's lingering questions in terms of his question was, what do you do now? How does this move forward? What I'm saying, based on that, to answer to his question, is you have to be very mindful of how you go about things. You know what I mean? Do you tell your child to carry a knife in their book bag going to a high school track meet? You know what I mean? Do you be mindful of saying, hey, listen, if Joker's, there's a lot of things you could have done differently. That's all I'm saying. It's 'cause a lot of things could have been done differently, and now it's different, and it's a conversation that you have to continuously have. With
No,
your black
you get
kids.
your 2 men in the truck and get your ass back to your side of town.
Well,
Yeah,
all that's another, But my point being, just the question is simply, you would hope that this makes you mindful of understanding where you are, what community you're in, and you have to think forward based on your scenario. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's almost, like now all of not now, but we're still doing it. But when all of a sudden we felt we had to have certain conversations with our children for when they get pulled over, how they need to act now. So in this scenario, what you tell your kids that's going to the football game, going to the basketball game, going to the track game, like you said, it's more white people there than it is black folks.
Way more.
How does this make some of these white kids feel like
Empowered?
Ain't nobody gonna mess with us now?
But they were already empowered. That's why they're so confident doing it. Go ahead, you had your hand up, Sunshine.
Oh, I was just gonna say, basically, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, why you didn't just leave from under their tent?
Because it was raining and they pushing
Okay,
you.
rain, come on, man.
And they pushing you.
Come on, you walk in
It
the
ain't
rain
like,
all
hey,
the
bro,
time.
It ain't like, hey, bro, this our
You
tent, man.
could
Do
have got
mind?
from under there.
No, there's a difference between, hey, man, you mind moving this our tent versus, man, get the fuck away from our tent.
Man, get the fuck away from our
saw it.
tent.
I saw it, B.
Now it's like, man, who the fuck you talking to?
Man, get from under that tent.
But if you didn't have that knife, but if you didn't have that knife in your bag, does he respond that way?
No, let's say this. If
probably
George,
doesn't.
if George Zimmerman don't have that gun and his weight belts, does he respond that way?
George Zimmerman was a coward.
Yeah.
No, listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. Look at what we're doing. We got language is important. The narrative that was reported when George Zimmerman attacked Trey Trillman, nobody questions should he have a gun.
I see what you're saying.
him having that knife could have been because he, for whatever reason, to protect
Could've been
himself,
stuck in his
cooking
bag.
class, he could have forgot. What I'm saying is, it's not illegal to have a knife.
It's not illegal to have a knife.
And it's not illegal for George Zimmerman to have a gun. So let's not even push that narrative. Let's focus on the colonizers.
Okay, let me go to what you just said. The reason why George Zimmerman felt so confident and cocky attacking that black kid because he had the gun. If he did not have that gun, I bet you he would not have came at that kid the same way. So I'm saying the same thing on this kid. If he didn't have the knife, he probably not gonna be as cocky of saying, "I bet you gonna touch me." That's all I'm saying.
He used it.
And you talking about the white boy was 6'1", 200-something pounds. You 5'7", 130-something pounds. You know what I mean? You're not really just challenging that.
But what I'm saying is, this is a platform, right?
And I hate saying it like this. I'm not trying to justify. I don't want to justify that. I'm talking about the conversation has to be different.
This is
That's
a
all I'm
platform.
saying. Go ahead.
You got to be careful how you word that, because white folks didn't say Kyle Rittenhouse shouldn't have a gun. He wasn't a legal gun owner.
We ain't talking about white folks.
I know, but I'm saying we are black, and this is our son. This is our nephew. This is our community member. So we're not going to push no narrative of what he should or shouldn't done. What we're going to say is he shouldn't have been attacked. Just like if we put the shoe on,
you have to say
he shouldn't have been attacked.
We have black kids, bro. You have to go both ways. We have to have both sides of the conversation.
That's what
we have
remember
to.
y'all saying black people say nice too much.
No, you can't be in under another team's
Why not?
tent.
Why not?
Because you're not supposed to.
Says who? That's not against no law.
Says unspoken law.
You can be, but if uninvited, you need to remove yourself.
Right, and if somebody
He was uninvited.
Right, but if somebody say move versus, hey man, we coming back, do you mind moving? If I treat you with respect, you're more likely to treat me with what?
Those kids
But if
definitely
they
came with
said
bad
move,
intentions.
and then they are bigger and XYZ, now you know what's about to happen. And like he said,
But
because you had that knife,
listen to what we're
probably
saying.
was
Look,
like,
but listen, we let's use the same narrative white folks use.
Well, before you use that narrative, let me
But
just say,
you
when I had my first gun,
That's
I
what I was going to say. So go ahead.
I just want to say I had a gun. Now I bought a gun because they were cute. This is back when it was like silver with the pink and all that. So they was out of that, but I still wanted one. So I got the black with the gold. Just a little 25 in my trunk. And when I tell you, the way I walked around when I knew I had that gun, it was different. It was like, I was
But
like,
that's not related to race.
I wish somebody would. And the crazy thing though is it was in my trunk, so I still could have got beat up anywhere I was. But even still, knowing that I had a gun in my trunk, I was like, I was just feeling myself.
But that's not a race thing. I think white people feel that way too. But and Chinese people feel that way. Indian people feel that way. I'm saying that's the bravado that comes with having a gun.
Right.
But
so
but
that
what
was
we
the
don't
bravado
have
with having a knife.
No. But what we don't have behind us is legal justifications.
That's
that's
why I think both sides have to be talked about, because
That's all I'm saying.
like you
We
said,
are talking about both sides. We're just not going to push the narrative that he didn't do nothing illegal.
we're not, and that's not what we're
that,
saying. What
bro.
we're saying is there has to be a lesson that's taught from this
For who?
Like, as a mother.
for us too.
No, I'm
There's
not.
no
us,
again,
for
just
us, for blacks.
I just said,
It ain't the same.
just like I just said about
we
the
ain't-
car,
we not
about
equal.
maybe
Maybe the message too free is like you said, when you see that bigger person bearing down on you, let's just move out the way. Let's see if that don't help.
Man,
you.
come
And
on,
if
dog.
I'm like, as a mother.
it's no different than I said about now. We shouldn't have to have a conversation with our children that once you get pulled over, put your hands on the steering wheel. Yes, sir. We shouldn't have to have that conversation, but you do have to have that conversation.
more than that
so that
conversation,
they can come home.
but
Because
what we
if
gotta
somebody
have
had
more-
a conversation with him,
Right.
he probably wouldn't be in
But
this
the problem is we
situation.
stopping at the conversation. What we should be doing is building communities where we control who hires and fires police, who hires and fires who chiefs.
But you should still have the conversation while
but
doing that.
But that's like saying I'm a day one recovery. It's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, but you still need to have that conversation.
Correct.
Would you say?
But
Okay.
what? Yes and no. First of all, I get away from the white folks. I'd rather go to Martin Luther King Street with crackheads and winos and get out my door and shake hands and get to know my people and try to be a difference there. Because if I clean up Martin Luther King Street, my street's safe. If I clean up Thomas Jefferson Avenue, it's only safe while I'm there. And my child cannot be safe around whiteness.
stay on the subject.
And I'm staying on the subject. What I'm saying, no, the
You ain't
subject,
on
the subject
is
the
this
subject
boy
is-
under this tent.
No, but we
Yes, it is.
listen
That's
what we doing.
talking
Listen,
about.
listen what we doing. This is so this is so dangerous.
And that's what
This is
makes
classic
motherfuckers get what we talking about.
This is so dangerous that we are even speaking on the black boy.
Hold on. Oh,
When everything that was done wrong was done by the white boy.
But
No.
we are in an age where it don't matter. All of that is like it's not fair. So what you're saying is it's not fair. It's not fair.
So let's work
Life
towards
ain't
fairness.
fair.
Let's get on the
can't
crack
not
up.
right now. He about to
Right
go
now,
to prison.
thank you.
We can't
Right
work
now, you
on
got
fairness.
a 19-year-old kid about to get life in
There's
prison.
no
That's what we're talking about right now. What we're talking
So
about.
he
Paul,
got
so
sentenced
Paul,
35
talking
years.
about.
35.
And
He
I'm
got
let you talk.
35 years. He got 35 years.
No, they ain't got him his time.
I'm
Yes,
just
they
saying.
did.
They
They
just
did.
gave
It's on online.
All I'm saying is, as a mother, right? If that's my child, I'll be like, why didn't you move from under that tent? Like, why did you stay under there with all them white boys? Come on, man.
Do you know?
You ain't use your brain.
Paul,
Get out of there.
Paul.
Especially when they being aggressive. You're not about to try to fight all of them. And since you had a knife, like you said, that's probably why you thought you was. And so you wrong.
No,
and
no.
sadly,
No, he not wrong.
He is wrong.
He's
Listen,
wrong.
you can two things can
He's
be right.
wrong.
You can be wrong, but not justify. Nobody.
So,
See,
Paul-
you're trying to make. No, you keep saying wording because you're trying to make it seem as somebody's justifying what the white kid did. Nobody is justifying
was
that.
wrong.
The white boy was dead wrong. They came over to you right, but they came over there with bad intentions.
And
they were
rude.
the white boy. They already said they removed the white boy's Facebook page. The white boy broke his daddy's spleen or some junk. The white boy beat his own father up. These are not good kids. This is documented record. The white boy beat his own father up. The same father did all that crying, all that BS. That white boy beat his dad up, broke his leg, broke his arm, some BS. You know what I mean? He had gun threats on the Facebook page. They immediately removed soon. They
turn on YouTube,
immediately
guys.
removed all of his social media so they didn't show how bad he really was. So nobody's justifying
Yes,
anything.
you are. You
No,
lying
it's
to-
not.
There's a
No, it's not.
reality in what you're saying.
But the reality of it is, even after all that being said, you still got a black kid that's going to prison. And we're trying, and the conversation is, what happens from here? How do
What can we do to
The
keep
first
the
thing
next
we-
one
hold
from
on,
going
the
for
you
first
can't,
thing
you
35
can't
years?
say, we got to just move to our own neighborhoods. That's
No.
not reality.
That
That's
is-
not
that is a
It's not
reality.
happening. It's not happening
It's
today.
not. And
It's
it
not
ain't-
happening today. So right now,
it
there's
haven't
still
happened
there's still
past.
black kids living in Frisco, wherever it is. There's still black folks living in that neighborhood right now. They're not moving today. They're not moving tomorrow. We're talking about right here, right now.
Okay, so the
It's
first
two
thing
conversations.
conversations.
That's
Two
what I'm
conversations
the
that got to
first
be
thing you need
had
to
at the
do,
same
the
time.
first thing you need to do, black people, is build community. Second thing you need to do is vote. Because how do you get your appeal?
Correct. Through a judge.
How do you get your appeal?
Okay, look, go
You
ahead.
need a representative that can go down here and press your issue.
Correct.
But they done gerrymandered Texas so goddamn bad that we can't even get that. Then, who you gonna put in this? And now let's say you lose your appeal, you gotta go to the Texas Supreme Court. If you don't vote in your Supreme Court justice, which we didn't do with Miracle, and we didn't do with Jordan, there was been the only two Democratic influenced judges on the Georgia Supreme Court. We didn't vote for them. So now we talking about man.
Well, look, so yeah,
they
you're
don't-
right. You
so-
should wait.
Yeah.
We should do all of that. But what do we do tomorrow?
Vote.
Now,
Register to vote.
Okay.
You gotta know. You gotta election
wait.
up in November.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down.
That's November.
After you register to vote,
Yeah.
what do we do right now for these children that's still in Frisco, Texas, that still got to deal with that stuff that's there?
They dealt with it before.
Not just Frisco, Texas. Let's go deeper.
Everywhere.
Let's go deeper. You're talking about, because we're talking about a case right here, and I'm pretty sure it's on the agenda, but you can put these things together. You're talking about a case right here where a kid defended himself against guys who was clearly bigger than him, and
Yeah,
one
I
ends up
remember.
dead, he gets convicted. You go to Carolina, you got a kid gets chased out of a store, 14 years old, gets shot in the back. This guy is not guilty.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we're talking about, we can't, this is not a conversation, and this was in his neighborhood. It was in his neighborhood.
That part.
And he still got shot and killed in the back, and the person that killed him was found not guilty for shooting somebody in the back.
And
Yeah, I mean, we gotta stop acting like this. This is a serious
And I
issue.
believe it's by design. I think those things happen to continually show us where we at. I don't know when that's
what
gonna
it should
ever
do is
change.
It should make people want to do what you're saying. Honestly,
But-
it's two
but
conversations
until they do
that
it,
both need to be
You,
had.
I tell Lotus all
We're
the time.
effed as a people.
No, what we effed is we are scared to say FYT. That's what our biggest fear is. Because once we unplug from our oppressor, we can then build with our adversaries.
And I don't know how we gonna
So-
get
so
there.
We
but
got to
that's-
stop
all
being.
of that is
We got to
perfect.
stop thinking we making money and moving the Buckhead
but-
and make the West Side ours.
But this what I
That's
say.
the. I mean,
Well,
they know what.
gentrifying
Thi-
the
this
West
would- this
Side.
would
Because we letting them.
this would be
They
my
ain't doing it
solution.
by-
My
by-
solution would be, instead of we sending Ben Crump to go do one of them regular civil rights cases he can win with his eyes closed, we send him down there to Frisco, Texas to do the appeal.
We should have to send him down there. He should have already been down
He should
there.
already been- I
No,
agree.
man.
I agree.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's what I
all
said.
of them
Like,
should have been down
yeah,
there.
that's what I said.
All of them should have been down there.
Because I feel like, because what I'm telling you two free is, and how I kind of agree with Lo is like, if I'm in the trial, I'm bringing all this stuff up. I'm bringing up the fact that he beat up his daddy and his mama. I'm bringing up the fact that he
But
bullied
that's what
these
she was saying.
boys.
Well, the
You know
judge
what
said
I'm
you can't
saying?
talk about it.
I'm going to go find 10
No,
witnesses.
what-
Right,
Great.
the
that-
judge
that-
takes
that-
stuff out.
A good lawyer document that goes into my appeal.
Yeah, that's what I'm
part of
saying.
my appeal.
So
But you can't get your appeal unless you vote your representative in.
You're gonna get an appeal.
You need your
Listen,
representative.
You need money.
No, you need your representative because it's going to take you
need-
several years to get your.
Hey, in order to get a representative, you need money.
But
You got to vote.
don't
The
you
right,
see
the right
how
money to get the right representative.
the man got off for shooting a guy in the back. This guy is guilty. It's to
Well,
me.
it's
still
different.
the
It's different
agenda
because the boy-
to just keep on showing us
The boy,
what-
the boy,
where
the
we
boy in
at.
Carolina was first of all just be honest, and I'm not disagreeing with you. He was accused of stealing. The boy's father, the father owned the store. His son confronted the boy. The boy, the young black boy, they had a situation. The daddy came back to his defense was, I'm protecting my son.
150 yards away from.
And the boy, they got the touchdown. I think, if I'm not
Now,
mistaken,
now,
hold on.
when I try to talk about the other side, you said don't do that, Lo. Don't do that. Don't change the narrative.
No,
What
no,
you
no,
doing
no,
right
no,
now?
I'm explaining the detail. I'm explaining the details.
Just
not-
show
that's
them
not-
get the water, put the water back.
And
He
the
did
wife
steal.
and
He
the
did
wife was
steal.
the first one to confront him. Not even it was the wife who confronted him first.
So his wife.
And he did everything that
hold
they
on.
told him to do. He left the book bag at the front door like they told him to do.
ran
He did
to-
everything they told him to
but
do.
The point I'm trying to make is here. The point I'm trying to make is here. If you align these things, it's not apples to apples. So what I'm saying is, let's keep out what Carmelo Anthony should have done, and let's focus on his innocence up till the point he pulled the knife out. Because he was attacked before the knife came out, verbally and physically. He was intimidated.
And
He
he
was-
stayed.
but
he stayed
we
because
said
of
that.
again. He
But-
stayed.
But we don't know that.
He don't know when to
We
go.
don't know that. Let's just do with the facts. We don't know if he stayed because he was emboldened by the weapon.
No, I mean, why
We-
did he stay then?
We don't
'Cause he
know. So let's
felt
just
like
say
he
we don't
could?
know.
Well, as
Let's-
a
but
mother,
what
I
we
don't
do
care.
know-
you should have left.
No,
That's
okay.
what I'm saying. As a mother, I don't care why you stayed.
Shoulda shouldn't get you innocent. Shoulda shouldn't get you
As
35
far
years.
as our conversations, though, that we're going to have with our children from here.
That's fine, but shoulda shouldn't get you 35 years. When you were attacked, what we do know, we ain't got to go on no probability. We know the facts is he was attacked first and more than once. That's the focus.
Shouldn't have been over there.
So when we as black people, and this is when we go to the point where we starting to, man, fuck that cracker. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck him. And if my son, I don't want this for nobody, including my own son, because that's my son too. I understand how that father.
Fuck that cracker.
Because we are trying to say my son should submit to a cracker. I'm saying if this cracker come in,
Wait.
I'm saying,
Wait.
I'm saying,
They had
I'm
Hold on,
saying,
hold on. So
if
what
you don't
you-
take this knife out and y'all go hand to hand and you beat the shit out of him, I'm fucking with you.
Well, that's
I'm
one
mad at
thing,
my
but that ain't
son.
what happened.
That ain't what
I
happened.
know.
But what you basically saying is that kids should say "fuck that cracker." Now, what
We
you know
can.
what's gonna happen with that, right? When you start throwing that message out there,
It's
they're not
erased.
gonna fuck that cracker the right way. They gonna say fuck
well,
that
that's
crack
when
in
you
his
as the
face
father
and
you
start doing
teach.
shit.
That's when you as the father and the mother and the community you teach how to say it. You don't have to be as bold and arrogant as
that's
if
what
I said it.
Wait. No. But
Your
this
mama
is-
daddy put you in front of them.
Hold
But
on.
there's some
But
good
that's
white
the
people.
conversation that we have. You talking about? That's what we're talking about teaching. But you don't teach the
Kid to say fuck that cracker. We ain't there yet.
Why not?
Because we ain't.
We is.
No, we're not. If we were there, he wouldn't be guilty.
You know what he said? Fuck that
He's
crack.
No,
guilty
no.
because
So
we
let's
ain't
say
there.
this.
And that white man,
Let's say-
the Chinese
Oh, he
man,
did.
He got him
wasn't
35
guilty.
years.
He said fuck that cracker,
Yeah.
and it
Now,
got him 35 years.
Right. So now,
but the
let's teach our
Chinese man,
son
he's off.
to do that in a more appropriate way,
That's
in a more
exactly
the
relevant
only
way.
what we're
appropriate
saying.
way is get the
But
hell
you
away
don't-
from
but
them.
You don't have to. You don't
Why
have
are we
to.
centering us when he's the innocent child?
And we're not
We
saying
don't-
that. And
no,
we're not
we're-
saying that he's not the innocent child. But
Yeah,
what we're
you
saying,
are. When you-
what we're saying is
This
shit
is
ain't,
even an innocent
shit ain't
child.
fair, bro. You can't go out here saying fuck
Yeah.
cracker.
No, 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 no,
You
no,
can't
no, no,
do
no,
it.
no,
It just
no,
is
no,
what
no,
it
no,
You're
no,
never
no,
gonna
no,
get
no.
ahead doing it that
It just
way.
is what it is. But the
don't know
last
your
shall be
history, brother.
first, right?
Where
In the
we at
Bible,
then?
You don't know your history.
in the
Where we
Bible,
at?
the last shall be first. So we gotta
This
wait.
man just this man just defended himself, and he's going to jail for 35 years.
The other man shot somebody in the back.
From
He's
fucking that
off.
cracker.
This is where we are.
We just had a moral for Sada Shakur.
And everything is a lesson.
I
Everything
don't
is
know
a
who the
not
hell
a
you
lesson.
talking about right
but
now. What we talking
everything
about
is
right now is this.
I'm
right here.
telling you
We talking
that we
about-
have a history also of standing up and fighting against the oppressor.
You can
and
stand
winning.
up and
Every
fight
now and
against it,
then.
but you just
No.
have to know
Every
how
now
to
No,
do
very
it.
consistent.
Yes, but not.
No, very consistent.
Nah.
Very consistent. You don't know your
No,
history.
we don't. I do know my history, and I know that.
So name me 5 people stood up to white people and won.
Name me 5 people who did what?
Stood up to white people and won.
I mean, I can't just name them like that. What you want me to say? Like Jim Crow, like Harriet Tubman, like what you want me to
So
get?
name me 5. Okay, so let me be
Like, what you know?
let me be more on topic, more appropriate. What I'm saying in a better, more efficient way, a more logical way, is that you all are centering the white boy as the authority. What we saying, if we really believe in equality, if we really believe in justice, then we got to center the righteous. The righteous was this boy had a right to defend himself. Now, should he have killed this boy? Hell no. But should he have been charged with manslaughter versus murder? These are things, so even if he's guilty, he shouldn't be guilty of murder. So I'm not going to center the authority person as I'm supposed to bow down and buck to what he's saying. What I'm saying is,
as a child, he does not. His lawyer argues whether it's manslaughter or murder and these things. He's supposed to pay somebody.
no, you don't know what you're talking about. Your charge comes from the prosecutor.
But this is what I'm saying.
The state charge you. You can't tell the state what
So
to
this is
do.
what I'm telling you. But then he has to defend that in the state of law. If you don't defend that in the state of law, you're going to be found guilty. His legal team failed him.
The judge. Even with that being said, the judge gave the jury, which is rare. The judge actually gave the jury the option of choosing outside of, because the charges were murder, and the only 2 options were murder or not guilty. The judge gave the jury the option of saying you can also elect manslaughter. The jury had the opportunity to say, okay, this is a 19-year-old kid. He was 17 years old. Let's give him manslaughter instead. The jury waited less than 2 hours to still come up with murder.
You know why?
And the judge gave them the option. Now, did the judge give the option just for show? Who knows? But he still gave the option. It didn't matter to this jury.
They still and
There was an all-white jury.
It wasn't all white.
There was an all-white jury.
All-white jury.
No, it
What you
wasn't.
talking about?
They had Asians on there.
They wasn't black.
They white.
They were
white
not.
with a
There
white with
wasn't
some
no black
fried
people
rice.
up there, right?
Right.
Okay, there wasn't no black people.
A
up there.
Mexican
I-
white with a taco.
It wasn't a jury of his peers.
Right.
Period.
His peers don't live there.
And they found, but my point is, they had the option of manslaughter. The judge gave them the option, and they still chose murder.
And so
Because it
to-
is
to
because
even-
it's where we
right.
are.
So to
It's where we
even
are in this world.
humiliate the brother, the young kid, even more, we're gonna say, he had no humanity. He was a thug. He was a coming single mom. All these lies, they stealing money from the GoFundMe type. It ain't GoFundMe, but a GoFundMe type situation. They buying cars and da-da-da. They had all this stuff. So you got to look at the narrative. And people somehow in the social media pages where he was suspended for school for having a knife. He wasn't suspended from school. And even if he was, having a knife is not illegal.
It's where we are.
It's where we been. We're not going to be nowhere else if we keep centering white people. We got to center us.
We're not centering them, but we're keeping ourselves safe. We're not centering them.
Right.
Fuck them. So that's why I get the fuck away from them.
Right, but we can center ourselves by fighting too. We can center ourselves by fighting against them in a way that's saying, look,
we're not trying to fight against them.
You can, like you
I
said,
see what you're
you can
saying.
fight against them,
and you keep on saying we need to move away from white people. Then you say we need to fight them.
You can do both.
So this is what she's saying. He can do both too. He can also be mad, but he can also say, "Hey, I ain't gonna win this fight, so let me get out of this one."
Yeah, get him later.
But let's not deal with.
Get him later.
No, let's not deal with.
Run up on him later.
I understand what you're saying. Let's not put it on him. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, you have to teach so that the next time. And I know you're gonna say, "Well, why he got to walk away?" Because you need to walk. You can win the fight a different way.
We were all young, right? And we all had a little chip on our shoulder because you young. Like y'all talked about how emboldened you felt when you got a weapon. Just imagine how emboldened you feel when you young and you strong and you healthy and somebody coming in. Man, who you talking to? That's the natural instinct of a young man. Mm-hmm. To have an ego, you got the testosterone running through your body.
But when you
so it's your natural. So you telling this brother to
be where you're not supposed to be.
He was where he was supposed to be.
Hold on. No, two free. Hold on, two free. Hold on, two free. Hold on, two free. No. Keep on talking. You saying so? What are you telling him to do? You're telling him to fight with his hands. We not telling him that. We're telling him, fight with his hands. He pulled out a knife. So what are you talking about? You brought it all the way up to where he pulled out a knife. Exactly what you just asked.
Which is your right to defend yourself by law. He followed the law.
But what you're saying is what he probably should have did was fought him with his hands.
No, what I'm saying
fight him
is
with his hands.
He followed the letter of the law. Oh. Because Texas is a stand your ground state. So if you are attacked, you have a right to defend yourself.
And then we go to reality, brother. And then the reality is you're in Texas. You're a young black kid with a white kid. The chances of winning is slim to none. So at this point, as parents, as black folks, we got
the stabbing happened, bro.
But we don't want to find out.
Yeah,
we don't want to find out. We don't want to find out. Let's see what'll happen. No.
No.
Avoid BS.
Avoid
it.
And the boy did it.
Black.
He didn't avoid it. What do you mean?
That was full of black.
Man, if I walk
supposed
across the street to that graveyard and start kicking tombstones, I agitated the tombstone. The tombstone was where it was supposed to be.
Just like
that boy was where
he was not where he was supposed to be. He was not. He was not. You gotta stop saying that. He was not. Whether you had the right, whether you had the right to be there. It's supposed to be a treatment thing.
It's raining outside.
That wasn't the only 10 out there, bro.
No, it's raining.
That wasn't the only 10 out there.
It's 10 tents. You just showed this one. You just getting out the rain. But you just getting out the rain. But hold on, think about this.
And I'm not saying that they were right.
But hold on, you're not thinking because I'm sitting under this tent. I'm about to kill somebody. You like it's raining. I don't want to be in the rain.
And
nobody's here.
If y'all touch me, it's gonna be something.
No, that's
whatever he said.
That's after he was attacked.
No.
He said that before. Why would you say that after? He said it before.
He said I'm not going nowhere.
No.
When they first approached him, he said I'm not going nowhere.
And if you touch me or something like
and then
that,
then they threatened to remove him. And he said if you touch me, but that's how it happened, man. That's how it happened. What are you talking about?
He
even admitted this part of it.
The scratches on his face
from the tussle. The tussle was after.
After what?
After he said, if y'all touch me, it's gonna be a problem or whatever. And then they started whatever they started. So he was under there. They told him to move. He ain't moving. He said, if you touch me, it's gonna be a problem. And then that's when the fight started. And what I'm saying as a mother, I would be pissed. Because I'm like, why was you under there? Number one, because when you run track, you know
You can
Like
sit
they
under any
said.
tent.
No, you.
No, you
I've been a track
cannot.
coach, bro. If it's raining,
can't.
yes, you can. I've been.
I don't want.
You
I-
cannot.
Look,
I've been a track
I-
coach for
we
over
out here.
5.
We out here as grown men playing flag football, and you just can't come sit up under our tent.
Y'all
without
got,
us.
y'all got different sides.
No,
No,
all
it doesn't
I'm saying is
matter.
field.
It doesn't
somebody-
matter.
It don't matter.
Bro,
We're
Bro,
on
we-
the same
It's
side. This ain't
different
your
people.
team.
It's different people out there. A track meet is not one team against the other. It's a whole bunch of teams.
So let me ask you this: why didn't? So if y'all gonna say,
If
why
we
do y'all
don't say what?
Why the young brother say,
How
man?
you say,
No, I'm saying, why y'all don't say he should have got his coach and asked somebody if he didn't want to move? Why he didn't just ask somebody to move him? It's y'all tent.
You just
We-
said
we
earlier
ain't
all the
saying
coaches
they
ain't there
right.
because they all doing other stuff. That's
But
what
you
you
got more
said.
than just
We're
one
not
coach.
saying- and
So
the
so let me
thing
say this
is-
though.
Go ahead.
If you're in a tent, you're in a coaching environment, you also have a captain, right? And the captain is in control of the team. The captain is the person that the coach leaves in charge.
And the captain should have got the coach. Hey man, we got somebody on that
No,
tent that don't want to
the
move.
captain was in charge. The captain is the person that can
So
say
you gotta-
that can make the
so you
decision.
can
He
break
made
the-
the decision for the coach.
So he breaking the law by putting his hands on him.
So, but let me say.
See what I hate about. Hold on, one quick second. See what I hate about this conversation right now is because you continuously putting us in a situation where it sounds like we're defending.
You
what
are.
We are not.
we're not. We done
No, we're
told you that
not.
13
Then why y'all
No, we're
even-
not.
So
But you want to be in
you're so damn
denial. You want to be
busy
in denial of
trying
reality.
to make
No.
Reality is
Yeah.
reality, bro.
No.
You want to be in denial of
No,
reality.
That's the conversation, right?
Yeah,
What
it
I'm
is.
saying is, all I'm begging you to do is center righteousness. If you center what was right, the boy did nothing wrong.
I'm tired of centering what's right with people being on T-shirts and going to prison. I'm tired. I don't want to keep centering that joke. I'm trying.
I
Our
was
conversation.
at the state track meet this year, okay?
Our
This
conversation,
year.
our conversation is to try to help our people stay off
Yes,
T-shirts,
that's
bro.
what I'm saying, like,
we trying to
you
help our people
trying
stay
to
off
lead us
T-shirts,
to-
not lead them to the
you want
T-shirt.
more. You trying
We
to
want to keep
be
all the
somebody
T-shirts.
killed.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
we
saying.
ain't
We're trying
there.
to keep all the T-shirts.
We not there.
We're
yet.
trying to keep them off the T-shirt. I don't want to see them no more on T-shirts. I don't want to see
we
them going to
not
prison.
there.
I want to just make better decisions.
Yes.
My whole conversation is we have to make
But
better
pause.
decisions.
What did he? You
He
ain't-
should have left the tent.
Okay.
Yes.
When, he should have left the
Okay.
tent. He should have realized, all right, I ain't about to fight y'all.
So
And
y'all
what-
using probabilities. Let's now use facts only.
And he didn't
Facts.
leave the team.
Hold on, let's use facts
That's the
only.
fact.
He shouldn't have been pushed. He shouldn't have been intimidated.
But he never
You
would
ain't
have
never
been
once
pushed.
saying he
Or
shouldn't have been under there. You're not gonna say
Because
that
He
if-
you're
shouldn't have been under
skipping
there.
past
But
it.
there's more than one way to
but
get
if,
out from
Okay,
under
so
the
but
tent.
if
because
he
you're right.
wasn't under
He
the
shouldn't
tent,
have
he
been
never
under
would have
there,
got
but he
pushed.
shouldn't have been pushed. He shouldn't have.
And
But guess
again,
what?
people
And
understand.
but
Wait,
hold on.
wait. Let me say this. People understand.
How many of y'all been to track meet?
People understand.
All right,
We all been to track meet.
meet.
You don't like sports, so we don't believe you have
I
stuff
ain't
you
never
said
been
about
to a
sports.
track meet, and
Look,
I
hold
know
up.
that you
We
shouldn't
wanna
be
make sure
nowhere
that everybody
around no
out here
other
knows,
team.
'cause I know how clips can go out. We are not blaming this kid.
Then why y'all saying what he should have did?
Let me finish.
Because I prefer
We're,
not being
we're
in
not.
prison.
We're
I
not.
prefer that they wouldn't go to
We're,
prison.
we're
That's
not.
why.
We're not blaming this kid, and we're also not trying to say that this white kid should have did what he did. What we're trying to say is there's a different way to handle certain situations, especially in Frisco, Texas. You know now, you got to handle a situation differently. That's all we say. We're
And
not
how
saying
can we
we're
keep
not
our
saying that
children safe?
that the black kid did anything. Now he there was some decisions
How
he
do we
probably
make
could have made.
progress as people if we gonna criticize us when he didn't do nothing wrong?
He did do something wrong.
What?
He was under a tent where he was not welcomed. He was asked to leave and he didn't. It was almost like I hate it. If I was his mother, I love him and I'm sticking beside him. But I'm still gonna be like, why didn't you? All this could have been avoided
And he
if
said,
number
"Mama,
one.
I didn't leave because he cussed me. I didn't
And I
leave
would've
because he
said,
called
so
me
what?
certain names.
So what?
So now, your bravado, your testosterone is taking your better judgment.
Yeah.
So the right thing was been to leave, but the right thing would have been for him not to be attacked.
Pride
We-
comes
Nobody
before-
denies
But
that.
let's
We're not
stay-
denying.
let's
Nobody
stay on
denies
step
that.
one. Let's break down
Step one is he shouldn't have been on the
No,
tent.
step
I'm not
one.
saying step
When you
one.
got
No,
a-
stop.
That's a lie.
That's the first thing that
That's not a
starts.
lie.
That's a lie.
It
No,
is.
no, no.
That's a lie.
No.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
What's step one then?
Step one is he shouldn't have been attacked.
That's
for
step
what?
2.
Attack for what?
Why was he
did get
attacked?
Attack for what?
Why was he
did get
attacked?
attacked?
For sitting under the tent.
So that's step 1.
No, bruh. I was at the state.
One don't come before
Pause.
2 don't come before 1 in no language.
Look,
tell me when 2 come before 1.
This year, 2026.
I don't hear nothing about no track meets.
We talking about
Tell
right.
me when 2
Nobody
comes
said-
before 1.
Man, that is so common,
Nobody.
bruh.
It's common
No.
until it's not. It's common until it's not. It's cool. Look, what 2 schools just got fighting in the doggone Georgia Tech? Carver and somebody. Doug. So if these 2, if Carver and Doug, who just got into a full-fledged fight at a track meet, and they're are you gonna tell me a Carver player can go into that Doug tent?
With track season over, when they get
No,
the fight?
my point. No, they got fight at graduation. My point is, if you know there's beef already, and you gonna go take a Carver guy and go sit in that Doug tent, knowing they got beef with each other. It makes no sense. What are you
man,
asking for?
if it's
You keep
right-
saying it's okay to do. No, it's not okay to do if it's not okay.
I get that it was raining. He wanted to get from under the rain.
That's all he wanted.
But when they told him,
nobody was sitting there.
but when they
Nobody
told
was
him to leave, when they told him to leave,
But they didn't say,
should've
hey,
left.
hey, can you please leave? We
hey
coming
man,
back.
don't nobody do
It
that.
don't matter.
Don't
how
nobody
they
do
said
that.
it. And especially the worse they said it, the more aggressive they said
Bravado
it,
gets
should
you
have been
what?
the more where you
Dead
at.
and in jail.
Pride comes before the
He in
fall.
jail.
So if it was his ego
So
or
who are
whatever
you?
it was,
Who are you guys centering? In your
I'm
comments,
centering my child's
I'm trying
safety.
to center the children.
It's my
after
child's
that.
safety.
and what
that I
I'm
care
saying
about.
is,
I don't
let's,
care about
but
That's
if-
what I'm trying
but
to
if-
say.
bravado. I don't care about him being macho.
What I'm saying, you are centering the child who didn't break the law until he was attacked.
2 free.
So if he would have just cut the boy, and his arms would have been cut twice.
I like what he said. Generally speaking, just leave if there's a conflict. You stand your ground when it turns life-threatening. But if it's not, just leave.
Just leave. We have
It's-
a hard time leaving. As people, we have a hard time walking
And
away.
I get why. I
But why
understand
the
why.
white boy couldn't walk away?
It was his tent.
It's his tent, and he's
So go get your
he's
coach.
a butthole.
So go get your coach and ask him
Him,
to
his
move.
brother, his other 2 white friends, they big.
So that's
buttholes.
step 1.
No, it ain't. Step 1 is
No,
him
step
going
one
up
is
under
him
that
not
tent.
being over there. He shouldn't have been over there.
But no, I was at the 2026 Georgia
Lord.
State
You can't
Championship.
wait to get this out.
Yeah, go
Come
ahead.
on. Talk about your goddamn tracks.
Georgia State Championship. You can sit down under somebody else's tent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah, you can. We're not
and,
down
and,
there.
and 9 times out of 10, when you see them coming, you get up. You don't sit in their chairs. You might be just standing there stretching. You might be waiting on somebody, so you wait under the tent.
And if they ask you to
And,
leave,
and commonly speaking, you got a tent, and often nobody's under there.
and if they ask you to leave,
You should leave, but it depends on how
stop
they.
then. Don't go
What
no
else are we
further.
talking about?
Because
So that's what we talking
Don't go
about.
no
No,
further.
it should
it's like
be no
this.
more
It's like
after
this.
that.
Don't go no
It's like
further.
this.
I knew he was
It's
gonna
like
say
this.
it. That's why I just
no.
walked him
It's
right
like
into
this.
it.
Hey, bitch, go make me a motherfucking sandwich. What's the likelihood of your wife making you a sandwich?
You don't even know.
Oh, answer the question. If you say, hey, bitch, go make me a
No,
motherfucking sandwich,
here's-
what's the likelihood of your wife going to make you a sandwich?
No, but here,
Oh, answer the question.
She might
my
not go
God.
make you a sandwich, but she gonna get from under the tent with you. Yes, she is.
Okay.
She gonna be like, she
So
gonna
now,
leave.
so now, if
She
you
gonna
say,
leave
if you say,
from under the tent.
right. So, but
Yeah,
that-
she not gonna stay, so he
but-
should
but-
have
but-
left.
but
He should have left.
no, the question was, the point I'm making is how you say what you say gets you different results.
Facts.
And
You know what? And you're right.
And
You're
when
right.
you're young, you often don't know how to express
Right.
yourself in a way to get meaningful results on both sides. So just as, but you got to understand, he didn't, sitting under somebody's tent is not wrong.
We didn't
It
say it
is
was.
It's
No.
according to what I saw.
We didn't say, and this is,
And- but-
wait.
They say you're not supposed
We're
to do
not
it.
saying that it's wrong. If nobody's up under
No
this
one
raining,
said that.
I get that. Go stand up under the tent. I
No
get
one
it.
said that.
But if
In the
that,
bleachers.
if
If
that
there's a team
if
there.
that team comes up and says, "Need you to get from up under our tent," guess what?
Get from under
You
the
should get from up
tent.
under the
You
tent.
really should.
Correct.
Especially
But you know
'cause
how you
they're
just
not
said
nice
that?
guys.
If
Is that-
somebody
is that-
comes
they're
up and
not
says,
welcome.
Especially
You
when
got-
you already know that.
Yeah, you know they not nice
And
guys.
they said everybody
How
knew
you
that.
know this?
They said
They
the
said
whole,
everybody
everybody,
know.
the whole community said everybody knew that junk. He knew that.
So he knew the boys?
Yes, he knew who they was. He heard about it. Everybody knew this kid.
He
How
knew
do
who
you
they
know?
were. He knew who
went
they
to school
were.
together.
bad.
No.
So they
They
go to
they-
say
they-
they
they
all
was-
bad.
Okay.
They had never met before, but what I'm reading is that they did know of these
They
guys.
know of these
how do
guys.
you know
Like
he
I
was a
said,
bad
they
guy?
know of them.
And I'm
They said
asking
the whole
you-
community knew of these
But
guys.
Like I
let's
said, they
get
took
to
us,
my-
they
let's
took
get
us
to
whole
the
social
meat.
media page
Let's
down,
get
so
to
everybody
let's
probably
get to
knew.
meat and potatoes. Is what I'm saying. Why are we censoring
No,
what the black
stop,
boy did?
stop. What we're
We shouldn't
censoring-
be talking about his actions.
You're not
Yes,
you're
we
not
should,
listening.
because we are
You
trying to
listen.
keep
No,
our
no, no, no.
children safe.
We're not. You're not hearing us. We've done told you 32 times. But
No, let me say this too, free. If this is your child, because I guess that's how we got to make it. Like everybody
No, you
got to
don't.
make it plain.
He-
If this is your child and your child harms somebody from just randomly standing under somebody's tent and told to move, and they defend themselves and they go to jail. What you gonna do? You gonna do like Sunshine said. I'm not saying you wrong, son.
That's not the
but
conversation we're
damn,
having in
you
public.
could have moved. You gonna say something. to
Yeah,
your
but that's
son.
not the
So
conversation
then
we have in public.
You're not gonna be like,
We're not-
we're
we-
having it amongst
yeah,
ourselves.
this
is public.
And you fighting us.
This public.
but
well, I
how-
know.
but
And
wait,
even
wait.
in
But how do
public,
you?
we do
how do
have
you?
it. We
but-
do
but
because
the
we're
reason-
not there. We're not where you want us to be.
The
I'm
reason
sad.
why
I
we,
wish we were.
why we
I'm
do
with
this,
you on
you're
we need to
trying
be there, but
get
we're
it
not
out
there.
to people that, yeah, he didn't do anything wrong, but there's a different way to do this.
So when I discipline my son, it's conversations that we have together, and it's conversations that we have in public.
Well, none of these kids are my kids. I can't have it to them.
That's
in
the
private.
problem. These are your children. This is your nephew.
So how am I gonna have it to him in private, bro? How the hell am I gonna have a conversation with kids in Frisco, Texas, in private?
No, that's the metaphor of you may not have a kid in metaphor in Frisco, but you can have a kid in your neighborhood that you can now have a conversation
And I
with.
will, but right
Point,
now,
the point
on this
of this
platform-
platform is to get word out to our
So
people,
let's get
so our
word-
people can think better, make better decisions.
so let's
and
get-
a better decision would have been to remove
No,
your.
the better
You even said a basic story of this stuff. We talking about your 2026 track. You've been trying to get out all night. You said when the people come to the team, you said when the other team comes up, what do you say the other kids
You move,
do?
you move. You don't even
so
gotta
what
be
are we
asked.
talking about?
You said you don't even got to be
You don't
asked.
gotta be
so
asked.
The fact that they
Exactly.
asked him, the fact that it even
That's all
turned
we're
into
saying.
social.
You know what that made me think?
When was
How
you
did-
ever gonna leave?
No,
It was because
so-
and I hate to say this now, but it probably was because he had the knife of why he
No.
Because
No.
why
The only
wouldn't you-
reason
why
I
not
get-
ready to take on all these big ass white boys?
Why? No, let's focus.
That you know got a history.
Listen to this narrative.
Beat his daddy. up.
Let's
Beat his daddy up.
He didn't know all that at the time. Let's take this narrative. Why didn't he just ask him respectfully?
Come on, a white person
Look,
asked
we
to say
can't-
me something respectfully.
And
Where
These
are
are
you
bullies,
living?
bro. These are known
what world
bullies.
are you in? White people don't, especially white people
So
like
then
that.
we have to teach them how to treat us. So let's talk about when
We
we.
got to teach
so
white
what?
people how to
Yeah.
treat us.
So now what you're saying is he should have said, "Listen, bring your voice down and speak to me in a different way, and then I'll leave."
No, that's not the only way to do it. You're not restricted to that. I'm
Wait,
saying now.
He
no.
could have, though. He
I'm
could
talking
have
about.
like,
I'm
hey,
talking
you
about.
Don't have to talk to me that
I'm
way,
talking
but
about Carmelo in that moment, teaching him how to treat him. Carmelo teaching this white kid how to speak to him. What should he have done at that moment?
We don't know what the conversation was, but at that moment was, he could have said, "Man, I don't have a problem moving, but I don't like you talking to me like that."
that was going. That's already. A
But what
different
I'm
fight.
saying,
That's a
but
fight
what,
right
but
there.
what I'm
Fuck
saying
you. I
is,
don't give a fuck what you like.
right,
Exactly
but,
right.
Fuck from under my tent.
right.
That's gonna be the response.
But what I'm saying is, the first conversation, the first words of ingression, the initial step one that I'm telling you about, JT, was from the white boy. And we up here saying what we should have done. I'm saying the moment he was attacked, every moment until he pulled that knife out, he did nothing wrong.
And we're not saying that he did. All I'm telling
But
you
then
is
why are we?
He
So
He
then why
shouldn't
are we
have- he
focusing
shouldn't
on
have
what
been-
the black boy should have done instead of saying, "Hey man,
Because we
why-"
want our
Because
because
that's
we want
who
our
I'm
kids to
talking
not
to.
go to
Right.
prison or survive,
just
bro.
said-
So you can also
What are you
look,
talking
why.
about?
I ain't got
Plan-
shit to talk to no white
You know-
people. I ain't none of my nephews.
Hey,
You just said that.
You got-
just
I
said that.
guarantee
You
you.
can't-
Here's
That's why, though.
what
That's why.
here's what I'm willing to bet you anything on. I'm willing to bet the farm on this. I bet you that young man is in a prison cell right now, wishing he would have got up.
From under
Of course.
that damn tent.
Of
I
course.
guarantee you,
And I bet you
he
it's-
wishes he
I
would have
bet
got
you
up from
it's
that
a twin
tent.
brother.
And he knows-
I bet you it's
he
a
knows
twin
he
brother
didn't
wishing
win.
his brother wouldn't have came at that black boy so aggressive. So let's wish.
Correct, McKinnon.
Yeah, he probably is.
So let's focus on
But
what
we
the
don't-
white
No,
boy
I don't
should
want
do.
to focus
we
on
don't
him.
wanna
I want to
focus
focus on
on
that
him.
young black man. That's what I want to
Yeah,
focus
we don't
on.
wanna
That's my
focus
point.
on
Why
the
do
white
I want to focus on him?
Their life is already what it is and what it's gonna be.
Correct. I'm
Things
focusing on that
will
young
change,
black
but
kid,
we
bruh.
don't know when. We don't know when that change
And
will
they sure
really
enough,
happen.
they sure enough ain't gonna listen to us.
But it haven't happened yet.
I
You
can
know,
say, man.
the change have not happened. We're not there where we could tell our kids to say "fuck them crackers" and
especially
to
in
stand
that
up
area.
to them.
Hey, I was at a
We
graduation.
not no punks.
I was at a
we
gra-
know that.
Listen, I
so
was-
it ain't for us to
hey.
try to prove to white people that we ain't punks.
2026.
We got to get away from them crazy.
But I'm gonna
motherfuckers.
show you something. At 2026, I
As far
was
as
at a
when
graduation
they acting
ceremony,
a fool.
and the boy said, "Why you like going to school? Because they teach us how bad colonizers are." 2 kids said this. They teach us how bad colonizers are,
That's good. I mean, they're learning.
and you know what I mean. That debunks. We not there yet. We there. We just gotta, like they said, we just gotta do. We afraid to do.
But
We're not
we
there.
have to
You
do.
just saw the verdict. The man got away with shooting one of us in the back, running away far. And this man just
doing
got
nothing.
convicted for a fight where he was jumped or whatever.
Correct.
We're not
That's
there.
not what I'm
we
saying.
Cannot,
We're not there in a legal standpoint. We're not there in a lot of ways. But how we gonna get there if we keep centering what we should be doing to acquiesce to the authority as if they're the right authority? They're not the authority. Righteousness is the authority.
We're trying.
Truth is the authority.
We're-
Not white people.
the authority
And when white
is
people
coming-
don't follow
the
the truth,
authority
and
is
when they're
coming
not
home.
righteous, they should be confronted.
The authority
Correct,
is coming
McKinney
home.
marketing. McKinney marketing. That's correct.
Yeah, McKinney
100%.
Marketing is dropping some knowledge, but
100% correct.
the authority to me is getting home. And if there's certain things you have to do to get home, do it, and we'll handle it at a different time in another way. But
another
get
way.
home,
right.
get to the house, whatever way. If it makes you look like a punk, guess what? Be the baddest punk you can be that day to get home,
Yeah.
and then we'll figure out the
Out.
other way to
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just
So
Root
Just
Root-
staying
if-
under
if-
there,
if
you
you
by
look-
yourself.
Ruben the
If you look
Rule
at
is
these-
this wasn't no 40-year-old police officer. This is a same age peer.
I
Doesn't
don't
matter.
even care.
It doesn't
you know what I mean?
matter.
The same age. I mean, I forget going against. Let's take the white guy. Let's say if it was another black kid, same age. Lord knows we know they popping caps. Get your ass on.
From under the tent. Yeah. Get from under the
If
tent.
If
you
it
not
was,
a
if
tent,
it
you
was,
on the
if it
corner
was 4
talking,
black
get on.
kids, you think he'd have went for manslaughter or murder?
Probably manslaughter. Which again this is the
So
point.
then the
This
question
where we
is,
are,
so the
man.
question is, how do we fight as a black people against?
It might have went self-defense was black kid.
and
It
how-
might have been convicted. Who knows what happened
Who
with the black
knows?
kid?
So
It
now-
wouldn't have been a
let's-
big deal
So
to
let's
them.
deal with reality.
Yeah.
How are we prepared in Atlanta, Georgia, Raleigh, North Carolina? How are we prepared in Shreveport, Louisiana? How are we prepared in Hines County, Mississippi, to combat the understanding that we are acknowledging and aware that we're being mistreated? What are we prepared to do to fight against this? Because centering whiteness ain't gonna do it.
No, you tell us what we should. Leave voting out of it. We already know that part.
The first thing we got, but that's the one that's important.
Okay.
Next thing we got to do is build communities. We got to get out and get active in our community. Everybody who's in our community has somebody they're connected to, and if they don't connect to them, figure out what we can do to make our neighborhood safe. So when we get up in the ladder and we start making 6-7 figures, we can just stay right on Martin Luther King Street. We ain't got to leave our
So
neighborhood.
what does that do when you going in a track meet to another school that's out of your community?
So for example,
No.
I'm gonna give you an example.
Yeah, go
They
ahead.
had an example of a kid, I think it was in Carolina. It was a playoff game, 8th grade playoff game, and the boys are being called niggers. Niggers. The principals heard it, the coach heard it, and the kids still played through the game, got on the bus, came back home, and the community went up there and tore that joker up.
Well, see,
Hold on.
and see, this is what
Legally.
we're saying. What should have happened here?
No.
He should have left that tent, went to his community, told his people, then they could have came and took care of stuff legally, if there was any legal things to take care of.
But
he
if
should
don't
have
stop there.
left.
Let's say
Just like those
let's
kids
say he
left.
made the mind up to leave and they pushed him. Let's keep using if. Let's say he got up to move and the boy still came at him. Let's keep using if.
Okay, go ahead.
Because
You go.
if don't stop with you, if he got up to leave, he was turned his back and got pushed because he had scratches on his
But
face.
the story would be different though.
But no,
The story- no,
it don't have to be
what
story
they-
because
no,
what
the
y'all
test-
saying
what
is
they're
y'all know.
no, what they're testifying to would be
The
different.
only story that we see
because
is
they're
was
only
different.
testifying to the fact
that he was attacked first. We're
they
testifying,
asked him to leave.
and he was
and
attacked.
didn't
He was
leave.
attacked.
Right, and he was
But if
attacked.
the-
Yeah,
he didn't leave.
He was attacked
But
first.
if they testified
Right, and he was
that,
attacked
hey,
first.
Hey, they
and he was
asked him to
attacked
leave,
first.
and
That's
he was
not an
walking
if.
away.
That's
and
not a-
then they attacked
that's
him.
not-
It would be different.
It's not an if. He was sitting down, they attacked him. So he wasn't even in a position to stand up
He
and
was
threaten.
not sitting
He
down.
was
not
sitting
sitting down,
What was he doing then?
standing under the tent.
No, he was sitting under the tent.
Did
He was standing up.
No, he wasn't.
No,
He was sitting down.
He was sitting down.
He was sitting down.
When
He
they
was
came
sitting
over
down.
to him,
Yeah.
did
He
he
was
stand up?
initially sitting.
He was
Yeah,
initially
they
sitting
came
down.
over to
Now,
him,
do
he
you
stood
think he
up.
sat down the whole time?
He sat down till he got attacked.
He
Yes.
stood up
That was
and
the
he got
testimony.
pushed.
When you go watch the news, look at
Did
the
he get
testimony.
pushed when he was in the chair?
Yeah,
That what you
he
saying?
won the chairs in the bleachers.
So, but he was standing.
No, he was sitting.
How he was
So
in the
how did he
bleachers, but he
stand?
was under the tent.
He had his
They
book
set up-
bag
they
right
They
here.
set up
The
the
bleachers
Yeah,
on the tent.
yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
said-
He
you
had the
said-
book
you
bag
said on
right
the
here.
benches,
His
yeah.
book bag is on
But
the side.
I'm
So
just-
he put his hand in his book bag and said, "Find out."
So he
They
didn't
attacked him.
And there
And
and that was my
Again.
point earlier. Had he not had that book bag, I guarantee you his actions would have been
How
different.
you know that? We don't know that. The
Because
reality-
why did he grab the book bag, brother?
Because he was 4 kids.
Because he was going
It
for
was
the
4
knife,
kids.
and then the testimony that they used against him was his words.
It was 4
when he told
kids.
them, "Touch me again and see what
It
happens."
was 4 kids.
and he actually admitted to that.
So if he didn't have
and,
the
was
that,
knife,
4
and that was
kids.
used
what would he have
against
reached
him.
for?
Huh?
If he didn't have the knife in the book bag, then what would he have done? You think?
He would have had to fight.
He would have got up and left that
He would have
tent.
got his ass. He would have got up.
He would have got up and left that
He
tent.
would have got
Y'all
up.
keep saying if, and then he could have. Let's keep using if because it don't got because y'all don't want to use the facts. The facts is he got attacked.
The fact
First.
is he didn't leave the tent.
He
first.
didn't.
That is a fact. That's a fact.
That's okay.
So let's agree on that. That's the fact. The
Asked to
next,
leave and he did.
he was
That's
asked to
okay.
leave.
And we're now
Ho, ho,
we're
ho.
just talking about
home, and we said this is what my point. How you ask matters.
man. 4
right,
white
we're going-
people
we're-
come up to me as a grown woman. 4 white people come up to me, asking me anything, talking to me crazy, doing anything. I'm gonna say, because I know they crazy. I know they crazy, so I'm gonna get the hell on.
If 4 black people come up to me and come up to me, I'm in the same posture.
Depending, I might get the hell on if I ain't where I'm supposed to be. If they're asking me to move from where they are, I'm gonna get the
That's
hell on.
centering whiteness, though.
How is it centering whiteness?
Because
Because you're over in their
That's
area.
centering getting home.
No,
You're over in their area.
Sometimes
You
getting
shouldn't
home
be.
is
I'm not
just-
disagreeing that we should have a conversation. I'm sure everybody in the community wish he wouldn't have done it. I'm sure he thinking this all the time.
Yeah, I should have just left.
But you know who else also thinking this? You know what that white boy mama said? I wish he wouldn't have been a bully.
I ain't got no-
wish he wouldn't have attacked this boy.
I ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
to do-
I wish.
Maybe on their podcast they talk the same thing, but on this one we ain't talking
Right,
about
we
that.
talking about.
I know, but we are centering white. They ain't.
I'm
centering
I'm
whiteness.
centering
Things
getting
ain't
home.
changed.
That's all I'm
Things ain't
centering, bro.
changed.
He got home.
Can I just
No, he
tell a
didn't.
story
Where he
real
get
quick?
you?
He went to prison,
No, he went home first.
and where you at
But
now?
come on,
He in
Tooper, come
jail.
on.
I mean,
Trying, now you
No,
arguing.
I'm saying he
you
home.
arguing dotting T's,
He home.
and crossing I's.
Yeah.
That's what you
But
doing
let me
now.
tell this story. When I was 11 years old, I used to do dares, right? So my friends dared me to run across the street naked. It was like where the pool was, and then there was a little store, and a bathroom in that store. So me and my friends came from the pool. So I had on my swimsuit. We in the bathroom. There's like, I dare you to run across the street only with your towel on. I said, okay, because I love dares. So I run out. This white boy, and I was living in the suburbs. So this white boy said, "Hey, bring back those cupcakes," because it used to be like the cupcakes and shit by the door. Now I'm naked. I ain't stole nothing. I'm trying to do a dare. He said, "Bring back those cupcakes." Okay, I didn't go back because I'm naked, so I can't prove I ain't got cupcakes because I'm naked. So I go where I'm going. By the time I get home, the security and everything is at my house telling my mother that I stole some cupcakes. Nobody saw nothing. They just took his word. This is the world we in. White people get to do stuff, say stuff. We just got to make sure that we make it home. It's just, it ain't changed. You know what I'm saying? He said I did something. They believed, went to my house, told my mother I stole. Had no proof of that. But they still did it. So now fast forward to this guy. He's under the tent. They telling him to move. He don't want to move. He ends up being the one. that's fucked up right now.
Yeah.
Oh boy, dead. Yeah, that's messed up. That's messed up for him and his family. But again, we care about ours. So since we care about our children,
Right.
he should have walked
When do we
away.
play offense?
So
Hey,
so
we don't
so
until
listen.
the Lord tell us to.
Yeah. Because
Because we don't right now.
just think about your story, and think about how that story is so closely in comparison to North Carolina. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? This kid's both been accused of stealing 4 bottles of water.
Yeah.
Ain't stole nothing. Clearly put the waters back. Gets running and gets shot in the back. And this person's found not guilty.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And and this is in our neighborhood. This is in our neighborhood at store. Now, only thing that pissed me off about that store is the fact that they waited till after the trial to destroy that store. And they destroyed the store.
And they did.
That store should have been shut down the day he shot that black boy in the back.
Yeah.
There should not have been another, and this is where we fight at, Too Free. There should not have been
That's right.
another black person ever step foot in that store again that's in a black neighborhood. That store should have been shut down 3 years ago when they shot the boy. That's our comeback. It's not, but
is to go to Mr. Muhammad's store across the street
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and let that motherfucker stay wide the
That's what
fuck
he said.
open.
I just
That's what he said.
said that.
Well,
No,
tear
you
it up
said
and
no,
then go.
no. I'm saying
Don't go to that one.
Don't go to that
Don't
one.
tear it up at all.
I'm saying keep your store. We're going to Brother Muhammad's to get our gas and water and drinks.
Yep. Sadly, Brother
So-
Muhammad.
so-
That
If we
store,
keep- if
that
we
store
keep
goes
playing-
out of business. If black
listen,
folk don't support that
that's
store, that store would have been out of business 3 years
That's
ago.
defense. Offense is that store could be open today. I don't give a fuck. Because the man who we gonna buy our potato chips from
it
is
won't
Brother Muhammad.
Yeah, it won't stay open.
So to this point, right now, how is what you're saying invest in the liberation of our children? Because if we saying all we're gonna do is play defense, at some point we gotta tell our child how to play offense too. You can't win the game with no points.
Guess what though? We black. We know
No,
how
no,
to
no,
play
no, no, no,
offense.
What-
That's what we
Some-
do.
sometimes-
That's
so-
why
so
we
look,
have to
look,
learn
look,
how
look.
to walk away.
Look,
Because we don't walk away.
Yeah, sometimes playing offense is not always just being aggressive.
You're correct.
So why sit there and fight being aggressive? Walk away and then
Because the
come back.
aggressor came to you first.
Kenny Martin just said, unfortunately, the world we live in, the best offense is a good
Defense.
Get the
Period.
hell on.
Not how it should be,
Yeah.
but it's going to change. Not going
because
to change
it
overnight.
is what it
Yeah, that's the
is.
thing.
I
It's-
question
it's-
this.
Thank you, McKinney Martin. That's 100%
It's, just
correct.
not, it's not changing
It's
tomorrow,
reality.
You know, and
Just-
it's-
we have to live in a world of reality, and this is our reality.
Yeah.
we have
It's
to.
sad.
We
But
have
you
to.
know,
you can
And
hate
we
it.
ain't no
You can
punks.
fight it. You
But
can.
how do we make our own reality is the question.
Hey,
yeah, that's a good question.
And I gave you the answer.
You said to vote. We're gonna
I
vote.
said, no, voting is
That's
one.
it.
We
And
don't
you
vote.
said
We
create your own
don't vote. We
community.
don't vote. That's why we ain't got our
and
Supreme
get
Court
our
justice in.
You got the last one because we got to do the
Move
top
on.
5. It's 11 o'clock.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about just hopefully we ain't got to talk about this one for long, but the viral video, I think you had seen it. The kid that had killed his child's mother.
Oh yeah,
Kid out of Alabama, Caleb Spill
yeah, that's crazy.
from Alabama went live on Facebook speaking about he had just killed his child's mother because she was going to testify against him the upcoming Monday. I think this was a Friday or Saturday. She was going to be testifying against him, and while he was actually talking about killing his baby mom, he actually talked about all these other murders that he had done, confessed to them. Now, some of them that he confessed to, there's actually people in prison for killing those people. People came online and they were basically talking about how they was like a robbery crew. They were saying that the girl used to get guys.
His sister said that.
Yeah,
that was his boy's sister.
Yeah, that's it. My thing is, and how do we, when you see somebody at that point, who or how do we get to that person? Who has a conversation with that person?
What person?
Glock.
Caleb.
Glock.
Hey, that kid, they're gone, man. I don't know. I don't even ever comes with that. You know, some of these people, man,
I'm saying before he got to this point, of course, but
no, I'm talking
building
about
up to it.
once these Joes commit these murders, man. You know, there are some really sick individuals out there, and mentally, and a lot of them, once they get that taste of blood, bro, they have there's no conscience. A kid like that has no conscience. The way he talked about the murders,
Bro.
it was like, you know,
Like he went to get some chicken.
Yeah, bro.
You talk about the murder like you talking about somebody scoring a touchdown.
Like y'all talking about that food.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, man.
it was like just, but there's people like that who have zero conscience anymore, and when they get to that point, man, you know, with the Tupac song "Only God Can Save Me Now," because bro, I don't know if you can, JT, made to that point.
I
don't
mean,
know if you can.
I saw another one. The one that we had was a short one, but I saw another one that was like 12, 13 minutes long or something like that. And just listening to he has some issues. And I'm thinking of, because at this time he was 22, and I think he had been in jail for murdering somebody when he was 20, but technicality got him off. But 14, 15 years old, how do you recognize somebody that's going that path?
Because they be killing animals and stuff. They be talking crazy, and people know. But you know, a lot of people now, they got disabilities. A lot of people are special needs, and they just walking around.
Facts.
Yeah, a lot of people special needs, and they walking around. And a lot of people also, because special needs to me, it's like I don't know, because they tried to say my son was autistic, so I know that they'll say something, and then parents just go with it, because they can get a check. So then once you start letting your child be special needs,
They'll
who
be
knows
special
what,
needs, right?
and then they start being, oh God, they put them in the classes with the people with the helmets, but you just a regular kid with a behavior problem, and it's just, it's some people it's gone. They walking around, but they special needs. And I worked at a special needs school. They get pregnant. Because I never even thought about like, who would put a baby in the oven? You know, when you hear different things. But when I was working at that special needs school and somebody was pregnant, I said, damn, that's who would put a baby in the damn oven. Because special needs people, they still grow up.
I taught a kid to put his
it's some crazy
put his
people
child in
out
the garbage can.
Yes, and you say, who would do that? But special needs. They have behavior issues too. Don't mean that they ain't doing it and getting pregnant and having babies.
We said a long time ago, when kids graduate high school, who be on that slow bus and all that stuff, when they graduate, bro, they just, it's society.
Yeah.
Nobody who tracks those kids.
You're right.
Sometimes, but I'm gonna tell
They
you,
don't track those
Being in a
kids.
relationship,
The
picking
kids
up
on
their
the-
girlfriend, just different stuff.
the kids on the short bus, you ain't got to worry about. It's the kid that's supposed to be on the short bus you got to worry about, because the kid on the short bus getting some help. He got this
Now, once
motherfucker
they
that
graduate.
it's supposed
You
to
right,
be the
though.
one
Now,
that's
once they
supposed to be on the
graduate,
short bus.
unless they
Because I
keep them
promise
in
you,
programs.
No, I'm just saying the kid on the short bus, at least he get help at that moment. He know how to call 911 or something. The motherfucker, it's a motherfucker around there that's supposed to be on there, walking around every day.
I promise you, when I went to my class reunion, I saw people, and I got a cousin of mine. You ask him what year he graduated, he gonna tell you 1985. I'm saying to myself, I remember seeing this motherfucker.
Was he supposed to graduate in 85?
He said he did, but I don't remember seeing him in school. So was he, in one of them little trailers in the back? I guess he was. So that makes a good point. What Lo said, once they get out of school, they just.
Remember that guy at
It's
the,
in society, bro.
was it the bus station
You're right,
or train
Nash. Nash
station?
said they taste blood. When they taste blood, they never the same. You're right. Once they taste that blood, man, these people.
They get away with it?
Hey.
And this guy got away with it a lot.
Yeah, he confessed the murders that somebody was in prison for.
Yeah, that prosecutor's office is about to come up under some fire. This man done confessed to this stuff, and now you got these cats in prison. Wee.
Hey, story of our life though. Lo, put the cigar thing in there and see how it works.
See how it works? This is
This lady
the
make
little
them
pit.
special.
this is a gift from Sunshine.
Don't drop that in your leg.
Cigar, huh?
I'm gonna be sitting in your leg.
This lady makes them. Her name Janice. Shout out Janice.
From a cigar there. Look at that, Sunshine.
Yeah, that's so you ain't.
Is
That's
that
so you ain't
cool
got them.
or no?
That's so
Yeah?
you ain't gotta put your hands on it when it's get low. I can't do them for some reason.
What when it get low?
They just don't feel
You think,
right.
you think it's too manly.
Yeah,
It's too,
the pen don't do it for me.
Oh, okay.
y'all know me. I'm so confident in my man. I don't care what nobody
it
thinks
just
about
don't
me.
just don't.
Yeah, it's
got-
no. Well, I got a
I've
manly
tried it.
one.
It just didn't feel right.
Yeah, you
That's
like to
all.
hold it.
I
Yeah,
like it.
it just didn't feel
It
right.
made me feel like I'm smoking my pipe.
Hey, it's just
That's
a
That's what we got to
conversation
do.
piece.
We got to have us like have
just
have
a
a night
little
with our
something.
pipes up here.
Well, I
We
was
can come
gonna
up
bring
here.
out today, but I couldn't find no tobacco.
Yeah,
I wanted to bring it out today
We'll do it next week for your,
Well, I done
for your
gave up
birthday.
weed for the
while,
month.
while we looking at the game.
for the month.
Yeah, for the month. I'm doing good too. Cause I
What the
was,
next game at?
I was
Well,
every day with it. So
I'm figuring New York gonna win in 6.
So what
It'll
game
be
5 at?
Tuesday night will be in next Tuesday night will be in New York, back in New York,
So where the next game at though?
New York, and then it goes to San
Tomorrow.
Antonio the weekend.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow's in New York, and then San Antonio on Saturday. Then I'm saying New York gonna win it on next Tuesday.
okay.
Top 5, Angelo, what you got?
Oh, I didn't get a chance to type it in. I didn't know we were going right to it. But anyway, so this came from Coach Nash today. I liked it. But I'm a mix it if you need help. All right. So it's the top 5 guitar players. Your top 5 guitar players in any group. But if you can't just think of 5 guitar players, I'll go ahead and drop in a couple
Drummers.
musicians, drummers, saxophone. You know what I mean? But you know, you're right. The drummers are usually the more popular ones. Unless you got, Winston Marsalis. I ain't getting no more hints. Top 5 musicians, but
5.
start with your guitar player. You can't go 5 guitar players, throw in a musician or 2.
Okay.
Lower's up there smoking Newports with no filter.
Hey, while Dwayne get his, go over some of them comments. real quick.
That's funny, Frank. That was Frank. McKinney Morgan said you make your own reality by being out and alive, because it sure as isn't going to happen dead or in a cell. Sometimes the reality sucks, but acting outside of reality is going to be way worse. Also said, unfortunately, where we live in, I read that one, are centering the enemy in a war zone when we are policing our battle buddies' actions that could get them killed. No, we're trying to make sure our people get home to live, set things straight. Big facts. Will said, just like other minority cultures, take care of home first, build up ourselves and community. Dude, your own example to track meet was the kids left. Then he went and got some authority to deal with the ignorant what is that word? Troglodytes. Oh, challenging my reading today. Started home. You would not need to have them associate with them socially. Work on ourselves first. Whenever you're ready, Dwayne, let me know. If he brought a knife to school, his intentions to harm someone. That's not necessarily true. I just think if he brought that knife to school, if he brought that knife with him, he was prepared. You hate that he had the knife.
That means something had to happen before.
But yeah, you just feel like, I don't know how long he was out there before all this stuff happened, but I don't necessarily think he was out there for mischief, but he was definitely preparing
ready
himself
for
mischief.
But why?
I just believe that if you didn't have the knife, he probably wouldn't have had that same level of confidence. That's all.
I agree.
Metcalf, probably not the angle they are saying was his own spot. Like unreasonably shoved Anthony. And if the story is true, I doubt it. He did nothing warranting a knife. Yeah, he definitely shoved him. That's just, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate.
It really is.
It's bad on both sides. 2 people gone.
Right.
It's unfortunate.
2 families' life will never be the same. Families.
Those are absolute facts.
Yeah.
Those
Just
are
like
absolute
you said, I
facts.
bet the brother wished the brother wouldn't have did it. And I bet he wished he would have walked away.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, my top 5 guitarists, because I don't know too many of them. I'm gonna go with Wes Borland, Limp Bizkit, Flea, Red Hot Chili Peppers,
That's a good one.
Slash, and that's Guns N' Roses, right?
Nash, Dwayne with you.
And number 2, I'm just gonna steal one. Prince, because he played all instruments.
Yeah, that's definitely one.
And number 1, for me, the guitarist I know the most is Carlos Santana.
Mm,
Yep. There you go.
That's a great one.
good one.
What you got there, Sunshine?
I had a plan that I was gonna say all yours, but I ain't gonna do that. But I was like, why he writing? I was like, I'm gonna say everyone he got on his list. Nah. I do have Prince. You know, who can doubt the
Right.
So Prince, and then what's the man name? His name Buddy, the one who Sinners was about. Oh yeah. So I like him, Buddy. I like T.I.'s son. I'm gonna put him in there. He a new
Okay.
guitarist. His
Respect.
name Buddy too, huh?
Buddy Red.
I'm gonna put him in there. I like him. And Jimi Hendrix. I just know he's a guitarist.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I'm gonna put him in there. And then is Miles J? What he do?
He's
Miles Davis.
Oh yeah.
no Miles J. Miles J's not the flute?
Miles J. Son. Wait.
Sax?
No, he must.
Is he the sax?
No, but I'm thinking about who you said, Miles Davis. But what he do?
The horn.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I only got
horn.
4. Yeah, but Buddy would be the top. I really, after Sinners came out, I started really liking him. So I put Buddy at my top.
Oh man, I forgot about him.
Buddy from Sinners. Oh, somebody else.
What you got, Two Free?
I got Prince, Jimi Hendrix, B.B. King. I forgot. What's the dude come up from Mississippi? The dude used to be in James Brown band with the bass. It wasn't a thing.
Maceo. Oh, I was talking about Maceo.
He had the thing. The funky, I forgot his name. Then my last one, there got to be another blues singer.
Buddy Guy. That's it. Buddy Guy.
Maybe Muddy Waters.
Nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a good one. From Cadillac Records, huh?
From Chicago, by way of Mississippi.
Buddy Waters. Is that who No, that was Wolfman.
Wolfman.
But he played the guitar too,
Yeah,
didn't he? Yeah,
Hollywood.
that was good. Okay.
All right, so got a couple of guitar players in here, but I got more musicians. I got, of course, Jimi Hendrix. I had to put Prince in there. I was trying not to. Ray Charles. Robert White, who actually was a guitarist on a couple of the Temptation songs. And I think he did My Girl. Remember how the beginning of that joint? Doom, doom, doom. That was Robert White.
Okay.
Junior Walker, and then Stevie Wonder.
Hey, let me, before you get
Did you
started.
want to play guitar?
No, he's just a musician. I
okay,
went
okay,
to
okay.
piano.
What's the dude that started that Tea Lo song? Whoop the doom. You know what I'm talking about?
So what's
Girls in the club show love. You know how the song started with that guitar player?
Oh,
That
that's
ain't that
JJ joint.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's JJ.
we never found out who that dude is, but he the coldest in the game,
Ain't it, huh? It's JJ, shit.
right?
JJ Williams.
Oh man.
That's right, Nash. Stevie Wonder.
All right. Let's see here. McKinney Marketing got Chuck Berry,
Oh yeah.
Brad Paisley, Jimi Hendrix, B.B. King, and Sister Rosetta Tharpe.
Oh yeah, that's the mother of the blues. Rock and roll.
LAS Trend 890 said Flea is a bassist. Repairman B got Slash, Jimi Hendrix, Eddie Van Halen. Good one.
That was a good one.
one. Tito Jackson.
Damn, forgot about them.
The guitars for Def Leppard.
Forgot about Tito back there.
Brother Nash got Buddy Guy, Eric Clapton, Verde from The Elements, B.B. King, and Jimi Hendrix. And he said Tito Jackson as well for his alternate. Will say don't forget Ernie Isley and the brother that played with Parliament, Funkadelic, and Bootsy Collins. And the Brothers Johnson. Brothers Johnson, yes, sir.
Hold your nose like that.
Jae Mascis. Who was that? Jae Mascis. I ain't familiar with that one. LAS Trend 890. All right. What group is that?
You got a headache.
My mom got John Bonham, Buddy Rich, Ringo Starr, Neil
Oh, I forgot Chuck
Pearl,
Berry.
and Jimi Hendrix.
Remember Chuck Berry?
Oh yeah.
I should have said his name.
That's, who
Best
used to
musical
play,
talent
like,
ever,
doing that
Stevie
presentation.
Wonder. All right. So I said mine earlier, Winston Marsalis. I'm gonna go with the drummer. I'm gonna go with Eric Clapton, B.B. King. I think it was Sweetback. Isn't that a group of Sade's group? All them band members are bad.
Yeah.
The whole band bad. You name them, they bad. And last but not least, I'm going with doggone Bleak. From the I'm going with Bleak.
Oh, Bleak, you stupid. From Mo Better Blues.
Mo Better Blues.
Yes.
Hang on, Bleak. What Bleak?
Bleak, get hit with that horn. Somebody look like Bleak.
Bleak.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Shit, in that case, my honorable mention the Shadow. It was Shadow guy there. He was killing it. All right.
Sweetback. Where your other four at though, Frank? You didn't give me none, did you? You too busy talk about my Newport.
All right, Sunshine, where can folks follow you at and what you got coming up?
Well, you can follow me at Rochester's Finest 585 every day, Monday through Friday. I do a hula hoop class, so if you want to snatch your waist, we hula hoop from 8 to 8:25, which is equivalent to a half a mile walk.
Oh,
I did the research. So yeah, every day, Rochester's Finest 585 from 8 to 8:25, we hula hoop. Monday, I'll be at KOD. They're starting a new Monday night comedy, showcasing talent. So
You'll be at Uptown Comedy Corner.
at KOD, Uptown on the road, right?
There you go. Yeah.
Uptown Comedy Corner on the road at KOD. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Shout out D'Amico. He threatened me, so I had to say that. And so yeah, that's what I got going on Monday. Like I
don't see
said,
yours, Frank.
Monday 8 to 5, Monday through Friday we hula hooping. Next Monday, Uptown Comedy Corner on the road at KOD. Show starts at 8:30. Make sure y'all there. It's a pleasure. Thank you always.
Oh, no, thank you.
I knew it was your birthday, so I said, hey, let me come do the birthday again, and hopefully I can make it a tradition.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Good. Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely.
2 free.
You can catch me on fan base.
Oh, you moved up.
You
Ain't
done
just
moved
Facebook
up.
Market no more?
Yeah, you know what? Left the marketplace.
with Isaac Hayes Jr. I'm on fan base.
You left the
You
marketplace.
figured it out?
Yep.
You
My
figured
name
it out now?
TOOFREE.
Okay.
Tito free.
How you like that
Two
platform?
free.
Two free.
I just started today.
Okay.
2.
I was at a conference with him one, and he was talking about that.
He cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It was real cool.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I was gonna get you started. But that's our platform.
Yeah.
So if you said what we can do, we can get off TikTok, Facebook. Come on over to your brother.
Fan base.
Yeah, you can same thing, you can do everything the same, and make a little money.
Okay.
But we so in love with the.
Dwayne, CBC Frank said he did his comment above when he talked about this my thing here, but I don't see it. That was the last thing he said. He said he did the top 5, but I don't see his.
Probably got to hit sin. It's still in the thing.
Yeah, it's not showing up on mine, Frank. Yeah, he said it was above that, but okay, so I don't see it either. Post it again, Frank, real quick. But why you doing that?
What you
yeah,
got?
the drummer from what's the Miami Vice song? I went. I can
was that
feel it
group?
coming in the night.
Oh, Phil Collins.
Phil Collins, the drummer for Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Oh, what?
that drummer for Phil Collins, that's still the best drum line in music to me. I ain't heard nothing even
Not even
Between that
James
drum
Brown.
line. Yes. That drum line and them
Them two.
them two guys, they need to be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, man, we had a nice show tonight at Tradition. I went there first before I came here. Nice turnout over there. We're gonna be at Uptown the Road, Destiny Thursday night. Friday night we got the Young Gunners of Comedy. Brother Barber T gonna do his first headline ever. And Saturday night we got Henry Coleman. And then Sunday we back at Traditions again for open mic night. So we got shows all weekend. We're doing it. Phil Collins is the drummer genius. Yes, sir.
Frank talking about Phil Collins. He put his back up there yet?
No, I ain't seen it. He's a comment, but he still ain't put his 5 up there. He must have dozed off. He thought he seen it. What you got, Teasy?
I ain't got much this week, man. Blah, 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 blah. I have the dates for sure for St. Martin. I'll have those dates for sure tomorrow, so I'll give those out next week just in case somebody cancel the one in Atlanta. But we're going back to St. Martin. It's in August. I didn't write the dates down. I think it's like
St. Martin Island?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this will be our second time. They wanted us to come back. So
What kind of show?
We're going back over there to play that I'm in, God Guide. So I'll be over there for like a week and a half. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time. Looking forward to it this time. Look forward to it the last time, but now that you know to play better, it means you get to actually hang out a little more on their dime. So, and you get paid. So yeah, all of that. Yeah, it's hard to close that thing down. And you eat it all the time, but yeah, I'm so looking forward to that tomorrow night.
My stomach's hungry.
I just had to make sure I don't eat that and go to sleep at halftime. Yeah, so I'll get those dates out just in case anybody want to come to St. Martin and kick it with your boy. If you decide to come, I guarantee you I'll get you tickets on the front row for free. You just have to pay your way to get there and also pay for your own room, your food. But I got your tickets.
Oh. And in marketing, you just said you never need marketing. I'll do it for free. Shoot, DM us.
Real.
Okay.
We always need some marketing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you being there. You gave some
You know him?
You dropped some good stuff.
I
Dropped some
appreciate
good
that.
stuff. Appreciate you being there for real, for real. Share us. Let people know. Go on, start that marketing thing. Show us what you got.
Yes, sir. We'll make you an official sponsor of Classic Konversations.
Sure, we'll put your name right there.
What you talking about?
Put your name right there. We'll make sure that you get some people in.
You're a straight logo on
Yeah.
Classic Konversations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, that's gonna do it, man. Yeah, it's a good show. Good show. Good show. Got
No, I just
to
asked
some-
you on that a question. You ain't answer. I said you're
got
gonna
to-
wait.
What?
I'm watching TV screen.
Oh.
Just in case y'all know, we got a tape delay in here, so Two Free is watching what's already happened. So yeah, that's gonna do it, man. We'll be back next week, 8:30ish, as always. You coming back next week? You ain't got to bring no food if you don't want to. But if you
Let me
want to,
see. Next Tuesday, well, Jose might come back.
yeah. I mean, we're gonna be looking at the game too, so it's gonna be a little different next week.
Oh, for real. So
Yeah,
maybe I
yeah,
will, because I
yeah.
could just sit over there and look at the game.
Yeah,
Just
we'll be
kick it
looking at
with
the
y'all.
game also.
All right, thank
And
you.
you picked up a couple new fans tonight.
Oh, okay, well, good. Thanks. And I hope, hey, don't forget, call me when you want me to cook. I'll bring it right to your house. Everybody can
There
eat.
go your introduction.
Yep.
There it is. Ask for the collard greens and the macaroni and cheese. Make
Yeah.
sure that is in
Oh,
your
man.
menu request. For
Yes.
real, for real.
Good. Thank y'all again.
For real,
And,
for
hey,
real.
I'm just
don't
gonna
worry
let
about
you
it.
keep it.
Don't worry about it. They ain't
Let
gonna,
you take
they ain't
it
gonna
off.
be able to keep it.
Say the whatever they don't take, trust and believe.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
take
yeah,
it all. Take it.
yeah.
Take it all. Take
Yeah.
each
Yeah.
silver
Got
canister
that.
thing.
Got that.
Say
got
no
that.
more.
Got that. Nothing else
Happy
today.
birthday.
All right, so that's gonna do
Thank
it,
you
man.
very
We'll
much.
be
I appreciate
celebrating
you.
Lowe's
I
birthday
appreciate
next
you.
week. Also, we're gonna actually do the pipes next week, so you'll see a little different smoke. You're gonna see us lighting a lot, but we'll get through it.
Okay, y'all
That's
gonna be on
gonna do
Yahoo. Hugh Hefner. Well, y'all gotta wear the ascot and wear a velvet blazer if y'all gonna have ties.
I have a smoker's jacket,
Of
but
course you do.
I mainly have a smoking hat. I have two different hats that I like to smoke in when I want to get into that mood. There's two hats that I have to wear when I smoke at the house. So
I've never worn it. I don't own an ascot.
You don't? What is? Well, I'm gonna find out so
I
I can
have
get you one.
I know you do.
probably 14 ascots.
That's for real.
The problem is
It's pretty Ricky what they call them.
I don't do a good job of tying them, so I don't get to wear
Don't
them as
really
much.
wear
The only time I wear them is when I know I'm going someplace and I know somebody's there that know how to do it. So, but I have a lot of them. Yeah, they dope. And they make me feel kind of restricted too. They be up here, you be scared to move because you're scared you're gonna mess it up. But yeah,
Thank you very much,
we'll talk
Mother
about
dear.
that one of these
Yeah,
days.
you know, Alec birthday. Alec turns 22 on Saturday. You know, his birthday
Okay.
right behind mine.
It's crazy.
Happy birthday,
Yeah,
Alec.
my middle boy, he turned. We got 3 Geminis in the house. You know, what I mean? Aspen was a couple weeks ago, and I turned 24, and Alec turns 22 on Saturday.
You got no more kids in
3 Geminis.
Public school.
Ooh, that's 6 people.
Y'all out.
You know what?
I 6 people.
You know what? I was gonna say,
That's a true story now.
Lo, but he does a good job of hiding his other people. Yeah, he's pretty good at just staying Angelo.
Okay. My son is a Gemini,
pretty
so I
good
know
at
that it's 2 sides there.
Oh yeah, most Geminis I
That
know
one
have
side I don't even
2 or
mess
3.
with either. And when and he my child, and I just like, you know what? You stupid. You know what? I'm gonna get away from you because it'd be like he don't care. I'd be like, I could see in his face that it's like he ready to die about it, and I just be like, yeah, that's that other
The other
side.
side and came
And I'm
out.
walk away. Yeah, I walk away
Yeah,
because
let me know when you come back, right?
yeah, because you gone right now, and I ain't gonna mess with you because you're too big.
Yeah, you got a big boy.
Yeah. yeah. This was so much fun.
Yeah, glad you enjoyed it. Glad you enjoyed it.
I did.
So that's it, people. We'll see y'all next week. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo, and we are out. You dig?
Peace. Yeah.
Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to read. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to read. The Rick is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to read. The Rick is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to read. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to read. The Rick is gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to read. The Rick is gonna. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to read. The Rick is gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to read. The Rick is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.